Check. All right, we are on the air. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this afternoon the Baltimore Orioles will be taking on the Minnesota Twins in the final game of the regular season at Target Field in Minneapolis, Minnesota. How you doing, everybody? I'm getting all choked up already. It's your old pal BW here, the Bird Watcher. People call me BW for short. Works for me. Welcome back, fellow bird watchers. We are here to celebrate this 2024 regular season today. There is nothing really on the line with this game. Everything is ready for October. We're just going to watch our boys play one more game today. Hopefully look good doing it. And Albert Suarez is going to be on the mound for his final start of the season. And, we're going to have a nice, relaxing afternoon, chilling, watching our birds play. A long season, another season in the book, folks. There won't be another 2024. This was it. You saw it. The Orioles last night won their 90th game of the season. And we have got everything locked in as the top wildcard seed. We're going to be hosting, very likely, the Detroit Tigers. There's only one way we're not facing the Tigers, and that's if the Royals beat the Braves today and the Tigers lose to the White Sox. Now, could the Royals go on the road and beat a Braves team that is currently still fighting themselves to lock in a playoff spot? Sure. It's a tough matchup, but sure. Kansas City's a competitive team. They won last night, I believe. That could happen. But are the Tigers going to lose twice in a row at home to the historically god-awful Chicago White Sox, owners of a record of 40 and 121? I would say the odds of that are incredibly slim. Could happen. We're going to be watching the scoreboard today, that's for sure. All games today have a start time, at least a intended start time, within 15 minutes of each other, but I can see up here on the out-of-town scores that there's already rain delays in a couple of cities. But yeah, every game intended to start somewhere between 3 o'clock and 3:15 p.m. today, or thereabouts. So everybody's playing at once. It's kind of like how they do on the last day of the final round of the round-robin segment of a World Cup tournament. Sorry. I need coffee. Where is it? Where's the coffee? Hey, there it is. More music. Yeah, folks. How about, let's get the night started with saying, hey, BW. So let me get this straight. You're calling the 162nd game of the season every single game? You're telling me you're calling? You're BSing me, right, BW? Your name is BW, not BS, right? Really? Every game? You've sat through every rain delay, no matter how long? Every single game, no matter how you've been feeling? There's just... No, you're lying, BW. You're lying. I don't believe you. All right, you don't have to believe me, I guess. I guess nothing special about today. All right. Yeah, no reason to, none at all. That's not, So guess what, folks? In order to celebrate today and do it by looking back on this season, I spent, since yesterday, I don't know, about half an hour or so combing through some of the highlights of the past season. I put them all up on my Twitter feed in chronological order for easy access. So between every half inning, we're going to play a moment starting all the way back in early April, and we'll run all the way through. And each half inning, spend a minute to look back on some of the highlights throughout the 24 season. I feel like that's a great way to spin this game that, again, doesn't really have a whole lot mattering in the results department. We're here to just kind of hang out today, enjoy one last game of regular season baseball. And, hopefully my cursor will behave. Go in here and try to get this game up and running now. Folks, it's been quite the season. Unbelievable. All right, the game is up, I hope. Twins roller coaster season. Okay, this should be it. I need to spend some time rolling up a special lucky if I'm going to enjoy that during the game. And, yeah, a regular lucky is also in order. As I had about a nice 3.5 hour sleep before waking up for this. So I'm a little bit groggy, I got to admit. Here we go. Starting lineups. Gunnar Henderson will lead off and play short. Jordan Westberg will bat second and play second. Adley Rutschman will DH today and hit third. Colton Cowser cleaning up, playing left field. Ryan Mountcastle will bat fifth and be at first. Ryan O'Hearn will be in the outfield, right field today. Anthony Santander given the day off, much like I anticipated. O'Hearn playing right field, batting sixth. Ced Mullins back in center field today, hitting seventh. Ramon Arias will continue to start. He'll be at third base today. Emmanuel the Octopus Rivera given the day off after putting on the biggest offensive display by any individual Oriole batter all season long. Unbelievable what he did yesterday. 11 total bases, 2 homers, a double. Just incredible. Incredible performance from Emmanuel Rivera. James McCann's going to do the catching today and bat ninth. For the Twins, Edward Julian is going to DH and lead off. Austin Martin in left field batting second. Brooks Lee at short hitting third. Royce Lewis at third, the cleanup hitter. Carlos Santana, veteran first baseman, will bat fifth. Kyle Farmer will play second and hit sixth. Manuel Margot in right field batting seventh. Christian Vasquez doing the catching, hitting eighth. And that Kiersey Jr. guy, I already forgot his first name. Deshaun Kiersey, who is just 1 for 11 in his Twins 2024 season, perhaps his major league career. I'm assuming he's a prospect of some sort. He will bat ninth. And folks, there you go. Your final lineup card for the 2024 regular season. Again, Santander getting a day off, and along with several other players that played yesterday as Brandon Hyde tries to give everybody a little bit of a rest. Looks like, according to this graphic here, that there might be a little bit of wet weather in the area. I don't hear anything about a delay in the start time, but I also am sitting here watching commercial break in progress for what feels like 5 straight minutes. Starting to get a little bit worried here. Anyway, Tim Sheener looks like the home plate umpire today. Yeah, and the Orioles, by the way, are going for the season sweep. We're 5-0 against the Twins so far this season, and based on the way they've looked so far in this series, I'd say our chances are pretty good. If we win, we finish the season at 91-71, 20 games above 500. Now, yes, it's true. You can go all the way back to probably somewhere around June, mid-June, late June. We were 20 games above 500 then, when we were playing 600 baseball, somewhere around a record of, I don't know, 55 and 35, I'd say. We were somewhere around there halfway through the season, or 50 and 30, something like that. So we've only been playing 500 baseball since then, but we hit a lower point than 500 there for a stretch, and these last couple of weeks, things have been looking a whole lot better. Players have been returning, looking healthy. Other players that have been scuffling at the plate, like Adley Rutschman, looking to heat up. And, yeah, we're getting some pretty good starts out of our starters. The bullpen, still pretty Jekyll and Hyde, but those are bullpens for you. If our bullpen can be better often than not, then I think we got a pretty good chance. So yeah, we're gonna get started here in just a sec. I'm gonna light up a lucky, and we're gonna get going here. We're gonna get going, folks. So Emmanuel Rivera is not in the lineup today, but just in case. Sure, Dan. Happy Albert Suarez. I love it. I bring up the fact that we're celebrating my thing, and like one person comments. But let's make sure to not forget Albert Suarez. Okay, yes. Happy Albert Suarez Day, everybody. Here's a guy that deserves everybody's respect. He definitely did, Michael. I mean, the fact that Kjerstad isn't in the lineup today, I think the position battle is over. I think, I'm not certain, but I think Rivera will be on the postseason roster instead of Kjerstad, at least to begin this wild card round. Oh, that's good. Why does it still say commercial break in progress? It already says it's on the second batter. What am I dealing with here? I've been duped. I've been duped by this channel telling me that there's a game on. Telling me commercial break in progress still. This game has started. They're already on batter 2. What is this? MLB.com TV. What are you doing? All right. Time for the backup plan, folks. Fingers crossed. What the heck? All right, folks. Jordan Westburg is at the plate. Apologies. He's got a 2-1 count. Gunnar Henderson began the game flying out to left field. Sorry about that, folks. Swing and a miss by Westburg, and the count is 2-2. I knew something was up. Jordan Westburg hitting .265. This ball is fouled at the plate. The count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bailey Ober, the right-handed starter for the Twins today. Westburg has a nice stat line against the Twins this season, 6 for 16, including a home run and 4 RBI on the season. Check swing on a pitch off the plate, and Westburg did not go. The count is full. Just getting started, top of the first, 1 out. Again, I missed Gunnar Henderson's fly out to begin the ball game. Sorry about that. Here's a foul ball once again. Westburg picks up the foul ball himself there at the plate and tosses it aside. Full count with Adley Rutschman waiting on deck. Payoff pitch. Popped into the air right field. Going back onto the warning track. And making the catch out there is Manuel Margot. Jordan Westburg going opposite field with some warning track power, but that's it. 2 away, Adley Rutschman coming up again. He's DHing today. I think Brandon Hyde wants to get Adley as confident as possible. He has been looking a lot better at the plate in recent days. Yesterday, hit the ball hard pretty much every time he made contact. 4 for 11 in the series. And he gets into the first pitch he sees here. Blasts it into right center field, but it's going to be caught out there in the gap. Oh, Adley. He is ready to jump on some stuff. It turns into an out, but aggressive Adley. It's okay to be aggressive if you put a swing like that on it, not hitting it straight up into the air like he had been doing for so long. No score, nothing happening for the Orioles. They go 1-2-3, but yeah, we're here hanging out. Bottom of the first coming up. Baltimore nothing. The Twins coming up the bat. Ms. Janet Hill, a whole season of this, huh? You're going to miss that, aren't you? Flaccid does look good? Oh, jeez. My goodness, Erica. It's a Sunday. It's the day of worship, Erica, for crying out loud. I don't know. What are we doing? I don't think lube is necessary. I'm not sure. All right, I need a lucky. Oh, yeah, so we're going to go over highlights. So here's the first highlight, folks. The first clip is Colton Cowser with an explosive night in Boston back on April 11th. Here you go. Oh, whoa, no, you don't spoil it.
Cowser.
This is not
Anderson.
hooked. This is not. Okay, here we go. This isn't synced up. Would you get there? Thank you. Here we go.
Anderson is getting loose for Boston. This one's hit in the air. Right field. It's going back, and it's going to clear the bullpen. Bye, birdie. Cowser cannot be stopped. Folks, Colton Cowser has gone mad cow disease. 9-3 Orioles. Let's hear the moos. Colton Cowser absolutely crushes the baseball. Deep into the mist.
Wow. Wow. Wow, folks. Unbelievable. Yep. The internet went down. I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. Sorry about that. We're coming back. Yeah, I'm working my way back to you, babe. Hold on. Hang in there. The internet went out. Folks, one out in the inning. Austin Martin at the plate and a check swing foul for strike one. So Edward Julian is retired. For some reason, I'm just not allowed to see the first batter of the inning today. So here we go. Folks, let me know you can hear me. Right now we're about to see a 1-0 pitch to Austin Martin. And the delivery from Suarez high for ball two. That's where we're at, folks. If you're watching along, please do try to sync up with me in case you're ahead. Austin Martin with a 2-0 count. And the next pitch is swung on. That ball is drilled down the left field line and into the corner for extra bases. Martin will make it to second base easily as Cowser gets it back in. So a one-out double for Austin Martin here in the bottom of the first. We all good? So I guess my first replay highlight went down the tubes, huh? That's how that went. Oh boy. Well, we'll enjoy another replay in the next half inning. But yeah, Colton Cowser with that second home run of the day, that big game. He did have the biggest offensive day of the season until Emmanuel Rivera yesterday. 10 total bases in that Boston win. That was when Cowser went off and won Player of the Week honors that week. We got a 1-0 count on Brooks Lee here at the plate, and he pops one up. This will be on the infield. Gunnar Henderson will make the catch at short. 2 away, runner at second base. All right, Cowser's in left, Mullins in center. Ryan O'Hearn will play right field today. Arias at third, Gunnar at short, Westberg at second, and Mountcastle at first. McCann behind the plate. That is your defense for the Orioles. Royce Lewis is at the plate right now. And he swings at a pitch outside and fouls it off. 0-1. Lewis batting .236, 16 homers, 47 RBI. He's 0 for 7 in this series. Yeah, Scotto, he gave up 4 home runs. Didn't I talk about that yesterday? I thought we talked about this. I'm living in Black Mirror, folks. It's like Black Mirror meets Groundhog Day. Royce Lewis with an 0-2 count. And that pitch is popped up, should end the inning. On the infield once again, Westberg is under it. He makes the catch. And Albert Suarez has himself a nice inning. No problemo. And he gave up a hit. Big deal. We're going to the second, no score. And see now this, I guess this needs to get refreshed as well. All right, so with that, here is the next highlight. This is from May the 8th. Ryan Mountcastle makes BW lose his frickin' mind. Let's see how this goes. Are any of these queued up, or are they all going to play midway? Here we go.
Ryan Mountcastle is the man that needs to do it. Anthony Santander is on deck. The pitch. Swung on. Drilled. Deep left field. And deep into the Washington night. 2-run Mountcastle bomb. There's no wall tall enough to contain this castle. Mountcastle explodes. A 2-run bomb. And the Orioles lead 5-3. Get some. Woo! Come on.
Made your boy get out of his chair. Made your boy get out of his chair. The old chair, folks. The old chair.
Ryan.
All right. Anybody remember that? Anybody remember that little moment? Ryan Mountcastle blasting off there. Down there in D.C. All right. We're going to have some more memories, folks. That's what today's about. Looking back on the 2024 season. That's what your boy's been doing with his off day. Yeah. Yeah, I wish I had some funeral dirge music for that old chair. It's still getting some use. Folks, Colton Cowser's up to hit. And we've got a super chat already rolling in today, folks.
Message for you, son.
0-1 pitch to Cowser is hit off the end of the bat, a squibber to third base, and he will be retired on a ground ball. Cowser's out, one away in the top of the second. Sean Cole, how you doing, buddy? Says, I've been here with you since the beginning of the season. I listen mostly while at work Monday through Friday. You have kept me entertained throughout this year. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. It really does mean a lot to hear from folks that don't, do too much talking in the Charm City chat. It's good to know people are out there like you. Ryan Mountcastle, folks, first pitch he sees, hits a hard ground ball into center field for a base hit. Mount up, folks. Mountcastle's gotten the offense started today.
Okay, mount up.
That is a base hit. And he's on. I'm not sure how hard that ball was hit, but it looked like it was hit over 100 miles an hour. Thanks once again, folks. Yeah, hit the like button on that super chat for me. Show some support. I'm going to. Boom. Thank you, Sean. Where's my thank you?
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Ryan O'Hearn is at the plate.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
And he's got an 0-1 count. He's had a great series, 3 for 8 with a couple of home runs, back-to-back ball games. And he hits a line drive, base hit. It'll drop into right center field. I say line drive. It wasn't hit all that hard. But on a line. Didn't really get up into the air much. Into right field for a base hit. And the Orioles have 2 men on with 1 out, folks. Sprinkler is on. Said Mullins is coming up.
Well said, now you know what to do.
And he takes a first pitch strike at the bottom of the zone. All right. Mullins hitting .231. The Orioles on this road trip with runners in scoring position, 18 for 48. That's a .375 average. Mullins pops this one up and out of play foul. He is behind in the count 0-2. Said Mullins, he's got over 30 steals on the season. I think he's 1 home run shy of 20. And by the way, really good center fielder. This ball's hit to the left side. Jogging toward foul ground is the left fielder, but it's out of play. Scotto, I remember you writing a comment. Remember I made a Conan the Barbarian impression because you wrote, you will not beat tigers or something. But now you're predicting the exact opposite, are you? Okay. This pitch is upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. First and second here for the Orioles in the top of the second. 1 away. No score. Oh, you changed your mind. All right. Popped up. Out of play, thankfully. Still 1-2 on Mullins. Flacco touchdown, says Mr. Hyde. All right. Who does he play for? Is Trent Dilfer on the board yet? This pitch is off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, is Flacco really still in the league? I had no idea. Wow, long career. This one's hit on the ground, rolled over to second base. They go to second for 1, back to first, but Mullins is able to beat out the relay throw. So it'll be a fielder's choice, first and third with 2 down. And Mullins will be at first. Might he try to steal second base, get in the scoring position with 2 down, and set up Ramon Arias for a 2-out, 2-run knock? That sounds like a plan. Ramon coming up to the plate. Where are you at? Where is Ramon Arias on my board here? What happened to him? There he is.
I have a brother.
Okay. I don't know how he got kicked back to another page, but there he is. Arias goes around on a half swing there. First pitch was above the zone, and he committed. The count is 0-1. Ramon is 3 for 9 in the series with an RBI. 256 the average coming into the last day of the season. That ball's lifted in the air. He got out in front of it. It's going to stay in the yard, though, and caught out there right on the edge of the track by Austin Martin. Arias flies out to pretty deep left field. But that's it. The inning is over. The Orioles have 2 hits through the first 2 innings, but nothing else happening quite yet. In terms of runs, we go to the bottom of the second, scoreless in Minneapolis. Dan, I'm with you. I cannot wait. I'm so happy that the brackets are lined up the way they are. I really am. I would much rather play the Yankees in the division series than play the Guardians or even the Astros if they were the team that had a bye round. I think we're 2-4 against Houston, 2-4 against Cleveland, and then 8-5 against the Yankees. Yeah, give me the Yankees. Give me the Yankees. I think I just answered why. We're 8-5 against you. We know how to beat you. Not sure if we know how to beat the Astros or the Guardians, but we played 13 times. I think 8 wins is a pretty good indication we know how to. We are better than the other 2. Yeah, but head-to-head, it doesn't really matter, Scotto. Some teams are better served to beat other teams. They just match up better. I'd rather play you. I don't care what your record is. I just know what we've done head-to-head, and that's what matters to me. Let's make it a little bit, we got to take care of business at home. We got to beat one of these Central teams. Get to the next round, play the Yankees. If we play them the way we've been playing this season, good chance to win that series. Then you're in the ALCS. After that, who knows? Is it somebody from the American League, Scotto? I forgot to go over another highlight, by the way. As Albert Suarez throws a pitch to Santana, he fouls it away. Carlos Santana at the plate. Oh, sure, Scotto, and I'm sure a lot of fans feel that same way about their team. I'm sure Oriole fans feel that way about us. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count on Santana. Folks, I got to remember to get through these highlights. I basically have one for every half inning, but if I miss one, then it's going to screw up the whole damn thing. 0-2 the count on Santana. Pitch. He reaches for one off the plate and pulls it to right field. Wow, and that ball's going to clear the wall. Good Lord, Carlos Santana, folks. Give it up to him. Tip your cap. Albert Suarez with a pitch on the outside of the plate. And Santana somehow able to reach out and pull it with that much power to clear that wall out there and right, a tall wall. His 23rd home run of the season. Again, this pitch was a breaking ball. Wasn't even in the strike zone. About 2 inches on the outside. How the hell did he turn on that? And be able to put enough power on it. Quite a hell of a swing there by Santana. 1-0 Twins. Kyle Farmer is at the plate, and the count is 0-1. Next pitch is lifted in the air. This one is going to be in the right center field gap. Mullins is there, makes the catch for the first out here in the second. Manuel Margot. Not only do I need to remember to play those highlights, I gotta roll up a lucky here. That ball's crushed. Not really crushed, but boy, I tell you what, my biggest drawback is the inability to hear the crack of the bat watching this game on mute because I can't have the audio bleed into my stream. It's an issue that won't be an issue for next season once I get an extra computer and all that. But yeah, that ball was hit to left field. Pretty shallow, caught by Kowser for out number 2. And I thought that ball was hit pretty hard. It was not. Christian Vasquez is at the plate. Catcher hitting .224. He takes low for ball 1. No, that's not the case. First of all, I can't wear an ear device die cast because of a medical condition I have. This is a comebacker to Suarez. This will end the inning. He'll throw to first in time, and that'll do it. We go to the third. The Twins have taken the lead on a solo home run by Carlos Santana. 1-0 Twins. There's reasons. No reason to apologize, but there's reasons. All right, so folks, here's the next highlight from this season. This is from that same Washington Nationals series. It only took an extra day or two on May the 8th. This is my first memory of having to give the Oriole fans a bit of a pep talk. You've probably heard some pep talks like this before. Here's one again.
What are you here for? Just to feel misery? For however long it takes? Yeah, Suarez has heart. Your boy's got heart. You hear that? Do you hear that? You hear that? Heart. Let's go. It ain't over till it's over. I'm telling you, some of the attitude of some of you guys in Charm City chat. Imagine if you carried that mentality with you out on the field. How are you ever going to win with that kind of attitude. Let's go. Yeah, you take your lumps. Yeah, you make your mistakes. Yeah, you can point fingers after the game, but gosh darn it, the game is on. There is a game on the line. Let's go out there and take it. Had enough of this. Your boy's gonna pump you guys up. What are you here for? Just to feel miserable?
All right. Not exactly a game highlight, but it is a highlight of the season. It's when I finally decided, you know what, I can't sit here and ignore all this negativity going on around here. Anyway, yeah, I got my Burger King crown on. Why not? My crown's making an appearance. Yankees in a rain delay. Could you use a push-to-talk mic? First pitch here, and the bat is lost on a swing here by James McCann. Foul ball.
Tough guy. Thinks he's a tough guy.
He's a tough guy. Bat boy hands him his bat back. That would allow you to hear, but you would have to switch off the playback when you click the mic on. Dan, I don't know. Whatever the solution is, it's not going to happen until... James McCann, get some pine tar, dude. He swings at another pitch and loses the bat. And he is rubbing some of that stuff on the handle right now. You better rub more on there, James. What are you doing, buddy? Slip, slip, slipperoo. 0-2 the count on McCann. Fear Yanks. See, Scotto, the problem is nobody really fears the Yankees. I know they got the record. I know they do. And I know they got a chance to win the World Series. They do. But there's just that intimidation factor that your franchise once had. It's just not there. It might come back. This could be the beginning of that if you guys start dominating again, but it's just not there, man. Going into the Bronx is no longer intimidating. Not like the old Yankee Stadium. It's just one big giant corporate carnival atmosphere. It's just not there, man. Gunnar Henderson's at the plate. He's got an 0-1 count. I'm just telling you the truth, man. Doesn't mean you can't win it all or whatever, but yeah, it's just not the same anymore. 1-1 the count on Gunnar Henderson. And this pitch is called a strike. It looks off the plate by an inch or two, but that call does not go Gunnar's way. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This pitch is low. The count is 2-2. Next pitch. This one's served, and it's caught. Brooks Lee, the shortstop, with an extended grab of this baseball that was ticketed up the middle for a base hit. Lee was shifted over toward the second base bag, and he makes a lunging grab of this ball on the second base side of the bag. Nice play by Lee, making the second out of the inning. Here comes Jordan Westberg.
Well, West is that way.
I forgot to hit Gunner's button.
His name's Gunner, and he's dating my mom.
Westberg looks at a called strike. Both teams with a couple of hits. The Twins have the 1 run. This pitch is off the plate, outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Folks, if you're into F War, first of all, if you know what it is, if you don't, it doesn't really matter. But Gunnar Henderson's got the 5th best F War season in Orioles history, joining names like Cal Ripken Jr. and Frank Robinson on that list. 2-1 pitch to Jordan Westberg is low for a 3-1 count. Glaber, best leadoff man since. I love it. I love hearing Glaber Torres get a best, like a superlative like that when you guys just dump on Glaber Torres all the time. He is a terrible defensive second baseman. You know you hate watching him out there in the field. There's a called strike 3 on Westberg, and that was a tough pitch. That was a borderline call, not going our way. This inning is over. We're going to go to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Twin. Yeah. Best leadoff hitter in baseball, Glaber Torres. Okay, we'll see how long that moniker lasts. We'll see. All right, our next highlight, folks. We're going to go now to May 29th when the umpire pisses me off, but Gunnar Henderson finds a way to produce anyway.
Boom! Boom!
Oh, boy. See, some of these are not timed. Oh, boy. Let me try this again. This is against the Red Sox. Folks, we had a lot of highlights against the Red Sox this season.
What? That's not a strike? He called that a ball? Wow. Wow. I mean, wow. Wow. And Gunnar drills one. Forget about it. It's a grand salami. Bye, birdie. Gunnar goes boom, 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 boom. A 4-run shot into the bleachers in right center field. And the Orioles have taken a 5-1 lead. My goodness. Another blast from Gunnar. His 18th of the season. That pitch was up, and that pitch is gone. Get out of here. Holy cow. What? That's not a strike?
Whoops.
He called that a ball?
Sorry.
Wow. Wow.
There we go. There we go. All right, we're back. Oh, crap. I just lost the ESPN page. My cursor's back at it again. All right, folks. Bottom of the third inning getting started. Kiersey Jr. at the plate. Turns on the first pitch. This one's down the right field corner, and that ball is gone. Wow. Suarez gives up his second solo shot of the ball game. This one to the number 9 hitter, who's 1 for 11 on the season. He jumped on the first pitch, and he turned on it. 368 feet, his first home run to Kiersey Jr. Who the hell is this guy? 2-0 Twins. All right. Well, Albert, not exactly what you want to see here. Giving up 2 home run balls this early. Luckily, they're solo shots. Edward Julian at the plate as the lineup turns over. Yikes. One 0 to Julian's called a strike, top of the zone, 1 ball and 1 strike. How old is Joe Flacco? He's got to be like 40, right? I had no idea he was still in the league. This ball is hit in the air. Left field. Mullins waves off Cowser in left center, makes the catch. 1 away in the bottom of the third. 3 hits for the Twins, but 2 of them have left the yard. It's a 2-0 Twins lead here. Austin Martin has the other hit of the ball game. A double back in the first. And he takes a called strike from Suarez. Oh, man, this particular nug has got a lot of seeds in it. I got to do a lot of seed picking. This is going to take forever. Here's a swing and a miss. Just a wave of a swing there by Martin on a breaking ball on the lower outside corner of the plate. 0-2 the count. And this pitch is swung on and missed. There's one problem, Scotto. We're playing a 5-game series. So how does that work? Scotto, I'm not sure if you're the best person to be predicting anything. If you're not even sure how many games we're going to be playing together. Brooks Lee is at the plate. Yeah, a little bit of a whoops. This ball's hit into center field. Mullins will track it down, and this inning is quickly over. This ball, or this, no need to adjust, Scotto. Your prediction holds zero anything. Hey, we're going to the 4th inning, 2-0 Twins. Next clip, we're going to go now into the month of June. June 14th, the Orioles are playing the Phillies, and Anthony Santander does this. Come on. Oh, you can hear me going crazy.
Here is the 1-2. Lifted into the air and left. Get up. Get up. That ball is gone. Bye. Bye. Birdie. Anthony Santander just took Matt Strom yard over Baltimore, and this ball game is tied. Orioles magic, the subscreen, the hat. It all works. This is a brand new ball game in Baltimore. Get it going, Charm City chat. Game on. Matt Strom just staring at that baseball. Here is the 1-2. Lifted into the air and left. Get up.
All right. We heard it. So, yeah, we took 2 out of 3 from Philly. Took 2 out of 3 from Philly earlier in the year. Remember that tough month of June, that tough schedule? We had like a 9-game stretch where we had to play the Braves, the Phillies, and some other good team. And we came out of that taking 2 out of 3 from Philly, 2 out of 3 from Atlanta. Of course, at that time, we were still under the impression that the Braves were at least somewhat near the same Braves team that won over 100 games last season. But in hindsight, they're not quite the team like that. But they are been playing hot lately. Adley Rutschman is up here to begin the top of the 4th. He's got an 0-1 count.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
And the next pitch is fouled at the plate, 0-2. And Scotto, you are working feverishly in the chat tonight, my friend. It's the Scotto Show in the Charm City chat. Got a lot on his mind. This pitch is fouled away again. 0-2 the count. I mean, keep in mind, Scotto, us Oriole fans are trying to enjoy the final game of the season. Our focus is mainly that. We don't mind talking about the Yankees some, but try and keep in mind this is an Orioles broadcast going on here, all right? The 0-2 count to Adley Rutschman is swung on and popped up. Center field, backing up into the outfield is, well, it's going to be, wow, the left fielder, Austin Martin, arriving onto your screen at the last moment to make the catch. I mean, we've got other topics to talk about, right? Let's see. I heard Shohei Ohtani is within shot of maybe a triple crown. I think he's, like 4 points behind Luis Suarez for the batting title coming into today. Colton Cowser's at the plate. And the 0-1 pitch is fouled back. It's quickly 0-2. This game, it feels like these two teams want this game to finish under 2 hours. I might not have time to finish rolling this J as Cowser hits one on the ground. He rolls over, and he will be thrown out at first. 2 down. The Oriole offense, it's got to be said, folks, not playing like they feel like something matters here, which is the case, but you just want to see some better at-bats than this in the final tune-up before Tuesday. And a swing and a miss here by Ryan Mountcastle to begin his AB. 2 down, bases empty. Mountcastle's got one of the 2 Oriole hits today. Hit a hard base hit his first time up.
Okay, mount up.
The White Sox are up by 5, and the Royals are winning. Oh, my God, we might get the Royals. Holy cow, Chilo. Yeah, since we're going to be spending the middle of the innings looking at highlights, please, Chilo, if you don't mind taking the honors and giving us updates on those 2 scores. Folks, right now, as things stand, we're playing Kansas City. Unbelievable. How could Detroit drop the final 2 games at home against the 20 and 141, what the hell are they? 40 and 121 White Sox. I can't believe that might happen. All right, 2-2 the count. And the pitch to Mountie is swung on and missed. He goes down. Bailey Ober is making short work of us. That is 4 innings in the books. We've got a couple of hits, but once again, these at-bats aren't going very deep. We're making outs here, either striking out on 3 or 4 pitches or putting the ball in play on 1 or 2 pitches. Bailey Ober threw 4 innings. I'd be surprised if he's at 50 pitches yet. He's up to 54. But, yeah, that's only, what is that? 13.5 per inning. We need to do better than that. Bottom of the 4th coming up. The next highlight, folks. This is actually an important clip. This is a highlight from a loss. The Orioles went to Houston, and if you remember, we played a game where we fell behind. We were down like 13-2, and we nearly came back. And this was a moment of that game.
I don't know how this game is going to wind up.
Oh, come on.
But I'll tell you this.
Ah, jeez. We're back to this again. Come on.
There's no score that we give up on. The pitch.
I already gave away the point.
The pitch. Santander to right field. Stay up. This ball is gone. Bye, bye, birdie. Anthony Santander, home run number 20, Orioles magic, unbelievable. We've got a ball game, 14-11. What in God's name is going on tonight? Folks, I don't know how this game is going to wind up, but I'll tell you this. There's no score that we give up on. Win or lose, no give up in this team. Holy Toledo. Tony jacks one out. The pitch.
All right. Folks, are underway. Bottom of the 4th. Royce Lewis. Strike 1. Lewis popped out his first time up. And a swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Suarez has only needed 30 pitches to get through the first 3 innings. That's only 10 an inning, unfortunately. 2 pitches have been cranked out of the yard to give the Twins a 2-0 lead. This one's in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. All right, I think this J is ready to get rolled up. I might need to add a little bit more. It might be a bit of a pinner. The 1-2, and he reaches for this one way off the plate and strikes out.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Royce Lewis strikes out to begin the bottom of the fourth, one away. And that'll bring up Carlos Santana. He got the scoring started with a home run back in the second inning. And he takes a big swing and a miss here. 0-1. Both Santana and who hit the other home run? That kid, Heasley. They both jumped on the first pitch. Kiersey. So Suarez, hopefully, going to be a little more careful on the first pitch. Twins must have had a scouting report. 1-1 pitch. That ball is fouled at the plate. 1-2. All right. I need a paper. I need my tools. The 1-2 is upstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I want a special lucky for the last game of the season. And this game's going quickly. 2-2 pitch is up and away, full count. I mean, folks, this game is not even 50 minutes old. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. It is on pace to be a 2-hour ball game. That pitch is low, and that's ball 4. Santana draws a 1-out walk. And that'll bring up Kyle Farmer to the plate, 0-1. Farmer, I hardly know her. Oh, Erica, that just means more downtime with you, Jackson, and Gunner. I thought you'd be excited. This pitch is fouled away by Farmer. 0-1 the count. Oh yeah, I got to add more to this. God, I'm not even close to being ready here. This is going to take forever. The next pitch is in there, called strike. 0-2 on Farmer. Oh, 2 pitch, swung on and hit toward right field, and Ryan O'Hearn is going to track it down just short of the track for out number 2, down toward the corner there in right field. 2 away, 1 on for Manuel Margot. 2-0 Twins in the bottom of the fourth. Final game of the regular season. Oh, wait, Erica doesn't want to hear that. Margot at the plate, and he looks at a called strike. We got a nice call there from the ump. That pitch was about an inch or 2 off the plate. Roll a fatty before it's too late. This does feel like an action movie right now. I am on a race against time. Oh, that was a nice pitch by Suarez. That ball started to go up. It was at the top of the zone, and then it dipped at the last moment to clip the top of the zone, but Suarez did not get the call. And they cut to Brandon Hyde. He didn't look happy about it. 1-1 pitch. That ball is hit in the air with not much on it. Center field. Mullins drifting toward right center, and he makes the catch. This inning is over. Folks, 51 minutes into the game. We're headed to the 5th inning already. 2-0 Twins. What's the next highlight as we just keep rolling along? All right. See, this is the problem. I'm getting little pieces of weed on my touchpad going back and forth. And, yeah. All right, here we go. Folks, this was one of the best highlights of the season. The Orioles playing the Yankees just before the All-Star break. I think you remember this. He
drops the ball.
Here it is. Wait a minute. I don't want you to hear the first name here. I don't want you to miss it.
Volpe drops the ball. Everybody is safe. Mountcastle reaches. Bases are still loaded. It was a routine grounder to the usually slick fielding Anthony Volpe. The ball was there, and it just fell out of his glove.
This one's for you, Scotto.
The Orioles still need that run at third, and Mullins is at the plate. He takes a called strike. Said, please, said. 5-4, 2 down in the bottom of the ninth. Bases loaded. A hit could win the game. The 0-1. Lifted into left. Going back, and it's over the head, and it's down, and they're going to come and score. Cedric Mullins has walked it off. Lord Volpe drops the ball.
Oh, that's it. I had to cut it there because the clip can only last a minute. Let's hear a little bit more of that one.
Has walked it off. He's gone to the opposite field over the left fielder's head. Everybody's going crazy on the field. The Orioles have got the monkey off their back. They take the final game against the Yankees. Clay Holmes blows the save. The Orioles don't give up. They don't pack it in. We go to the All-Star break on top of the American League East. Don't give up on this team.
All right. Hey, by the way, kind of interesting when we used to always have the sub screen up for moments like that. Ryan O'Hearn is at the plate, and on a 2-1 pitch, he strokes one into right center field for a leadoff single. Ryan O'Hearn turning and burning again for the second time today. He's got 2 of the Oriole 3 hits.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
Leadoff man on for Baltimore. Said Mullins coming up.
Well said, now you know what to do.
Boy, Scotto went quiet during that Yankee clip. Mullins fouls this one away. Said Mullins. 0 for 1. Got a runner at first, nobody out. Top of the 5th. He left. Oh, geez. I just missed him. 0-1 pitch hit on the ground and through for the base hit on the right side. And this should be first to third. Ryan O'Hearn will glide into third base without so much as a throw. Folks, first and third, nobody out. Turn on the sprinklers. Folks, we're on the verge of getting wet. Speaking of that, Erica, how you been? All right, Ramon Arias is at the plate.
I have a brother.
And the first pitch to Ramon is a swing and a miss. He chased a fastball above the zone. All right, Erica, just be sure to put a tarp down or something. Maybe put some plastic over the furniture. You don't want to ruin anything, do you? The 0-1 pitch is fouled away 0-2. All right, I got to get moving on this J. The lack of subtlety is what I like most about Erica. She shoots straight from the hip. Straight from the hip. 0-2 the count on Erica. This pitch is off the plate 1-2. Yeah, it's 0-2 on Erica. No, it should be 2-0. That would be more appropriate. 2 balls and no strikes. Instead, it's 1-2 right now on Ramon Arias. And that pitch is hit in the air right side. Long run, and making the catch near the foul line is Margot. Ryan O'Hearn is going to have to stay at third, but they throw away this ball in, which allows Mullins to take second base. So there is some productivity out of this out, although not the kind you would think. And O'Hearn, so O'Hearn unable to come in from third, but the throw-in gets away, allowing Mullins to get to second with still only 1 out in the inning. Yeah, nice play by Mullins. Heads up, base running right there. And James McCann coming up here with an RBI chance.
Tough guy. Thinks he's a tough guy.
He takes a pitch high for ball 1. Folks, it's time to get some runs. Second and third, 1 out. The Orioles trying to get on the board here. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball, 91. McCann could not touch it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ober is now on 66 pitches with 1 out here in the 5th. And this pitch, that ball's drilled by McCann. Stay up. That ball is gone. Bye, birdie. James McCann takes a 2-0 deficit and turns it into a 3-2 lead with 1 swing of the bat. His 8th bomb of the season. It's 3-2 Baltimore. Oh!
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
Gunnar Henderson with a big swing and a miss, 0-1. Oh, James McCann has got the power swing going lately. How about that shot? Gunnar hits this one in the air softly just behind the infield grass. The infield dirt onto the outfield grass. The shortstop Lee makes the catch for the second out. The Orioles have taken the lead on an Earl Weaver special. Folks.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Jordan Westburg at the plate, 2 down, bases empty, swing and a miss.
Well, West is that way.
McCandyman can. McCandyman can. That ball hits Westburg in the side. And what's going on? Did it not hit him? Did it hit his bat? What the hell happened there? I thought it hit him. Westburg somehow dodges this pitch inside, thankfully. The count is 1-1. And a pop up here. Catcher with his mask off. And he may have a play right at the dugout railing. Oh, it's a snow cone and he can't hold on. My, oh my. The Twins catcher leans over the dugout railing. Christian Vasquez. That ball is in the glove. And it just pops on out, allowing Westburg life. Come on, Jordan. It's a free swing, buddy. 1-2 the count. Anything you want. What do you want to do? He looks at a pitch low. It's 2-2. Happy Joe Flacco Appreciation Day, everybody. 2-2 pitch. That's a called strike. Oh, my God. Westberg is talking to the ump. Westberg is in the face. The umpire takes his mask off. Westberg, not the kind of guy you'd expect to get tossed, but boy, you got to know how bad this pitch was with the way Westberg was barking. An absolute crap call by the ump for strike 3.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
And that'll end the inning. But the Orioles take the lead on a huge blast by the number 9 hitter, James McCann, a 3-run bomb. The Orioles have taken the lead 3-2. Hey, here's a highlight from July 28th. This time, we're going to talk about a little bit of defense. What do you say? Oh, that one skied into center field and deep, going back on it, and a leaping grab against the wall. Cedric Mullins has done it again. No other center fielder can do what this man does. He covers all the ground. Cedric Mullins has saved the day. What a catch. Don't tell me this guy doesn't belong somewhere. If not on this team, look at this catch, folks. Crashing into the 410-foot sign, the deepest part of the yard. And he went in, committed his entire body to make this catch. Cedric Mullins, you're my hero. Oh, that one skied into center field and deep. That was against the Padres. And the one win we got out of that 3-game series. Uh-oh. The 0-2. Swung. On. Get back over here. This cursor. All right. Hold on, folks. I'm doing a terrible job. This is such a bad job. Oh, this is such a bad roll job. We've got Vasquez at the plate. He's got a 1-1 count. And I got to turn up the air con here. Sorry about that, folks. It's a hot night here in Thailand. This ball is a comebacker caught by Suarez. Holy cow. That was a blur. Suarez with the reflexes.
Besides that, it's on the reflexes.
Yeah, there's... I'm sweating through the crown. I'm going to have to just take it off for a little bit. Boy, if you thought my forehead was glistening last night, get a load of today. By the way, the Orioles have made a couple of changes on defense. We're already making moves here. Jackson Holliday has relieved Gunnar Henderson. Here's a ground ball to first base right along the line by Kiersey Jr. and Mountcastle, who is also into the game. Or no, he's been in the game. He makes the play unassisted for the first out here in the first out, I think. Oh, that's right, second out. Folks, I need to hurry up and get this J going. Emmanuel Rivera has taken the place of Ramon Arias at third, and Holliday has taken over for Gunnar Henderson at short. So 2 changes on the left side of the infield. And Gunnar got 3 at-bats in before his day is over. Ramon got a couple in. All right. Edward Julian with an 0-1 count takes a called strike top of the zone. Suarez is 1 strike away from getting through 5 innings and qualifying for the win. He's only on 54 pitches. And this one's upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, get this in time for oh, I forgot. When you guys mentioned 420, I forgot you're talking about where you guys are. I've done a terrible job putting this thing together. It's going to be really fat, but really stumpy. Erica knows what I'm talking about. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Julian strikes out. This inning is over.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
We head to the 6th. It's 3-2 Orioles. Your next highlight. How about Jackson Holliday getting a first something of his career out of the way in style?
The 0-2. Swung on and hit in the air to right field and deep. If this is fair, this is going to go. Bye-bye, birdie! Jackson Holliday has just hit his first Major League home run, and it's a grand salami! Go crazy, Baltimore! The Orioles have made it 8-3. Your boy's going crazy!
Oh, I think I know when we got the soundboard.
Welcome to the show, Jackson Holliday. Splash it up, baby. Holy cow. A grand slam onto the flag court. My God, 4 men drinking from the Homer hose. The 0-2. All right. Jackson Holliday. First career home run in style. Not too shabby. 7th inning coming up. Folks, once again, it's kind of cringe for me to bring it up, but, you know, your boy's sitting here on the cusp of completing 162 consecutive games called. Once these playoffs get started, I hope you guys do understand that my interaction with the chat might not be as frequent. I really need to lock in and give you the best game call that I can. So, just random conversations that go on with some of you in the chat for more than just a brief moment. Yeah. We got to lock in, folks. We got a new pitcher out here for the Twins, Jorge Alcala. He's got a 3.30 ERA and 53 appearances in relief. Adley Rutschman is at the plate. He takes a hack at the first pitch and misses a fastball top of the zone.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
All right, it's 4:20, folks, and this is the state of the J right now. I gotta do something here. I'm working on it. He fouls this one away. It's 0-2 on Rutschman. All right, let's see. Which end of this thing do I want it to be the good end? Tell you why? Scotto, you're back? I don't need to tell you why, dude. We've already talked about this. We've already talked about this. I told you exactly my thoughts. This pitch is off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hey, Fitzy, how you doing, man? What's Boston up to today? Anything going on? 2-2 to Adley. Swung on a miss. He goes down on strikes. 1 out in the top of the 6th. Rutschman today is 0 for 3. The Orioles, top of the order, has not been very productive at all. Gunnar 0 for 3. Westberg 0 for 3. And now Adley 0 for 3. Cowser so far today 0 for 2. Could somebody at the top of the order do something? And this pitch is low. Heel carried us when Cole was out. Scotto, I hate to break this to you, but that has no reflection in voting for the Rookie of the Year. They don't consider how, oh, well, he helped because Cole was not around. That has nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with it. That's like saying, well, Cowser, a lot of his production came against left-handed pitching, and really a left-handed batter shouldn't be doing that. No, it's just stats, dude. Just stats. That's it. This 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike on Cowser. Nice-looking day here in Minneapolis. I'm sure that city's a great place to visit for a few months out of the year. Cowser gets in the one to right field, and that's going to be short. I thought we had another nice swing from Cowser there, but it's going to be a routine fly ball to right field. 2 down here in the 6th. I thought, wow, what great timing that would be. Talking about Rookie of the Year and watching Cowser hit another one out. But it wasn't meant to be. Hey, folks, can I get a update on the Kansas City and Detroit scores with the inning included, please? I would appreciate it. Ryan Mountcastle takes a look at ball 1 just off the plate, low and away. Mountie is 1 for 2. And a big cut and a miss here makes it 1 ball, 1 strike. Where's my cursor at? I've lost it again. There it is. Where is this? What am I looking at here? All right, there we go. This ball's fouled off to the left. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 5-0 White Sox over the Tigers in the top of the 5th. Thank you, Fitz. And Kansas City. 4-1 Royals, bottom of the 4th. Thanks once again, Fitz. Folks, Fitz is a rock star. He's got his own channel. Fitz, if you want to drop in your link, please do so.
Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry.
And give Fitz a subscription if you don't mind. As Mountcastle fouls this pitch away, it's still a ball and 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on, top of the 6th. 3-2 Baltimore. Final game of the regular season as we set our sights to Tuesday. I'm assuming it's going to be an afternoon game, folks, and I'll tell you why. This pitch is up and in at 100 miles an hour from Alcala. Count even up at 2-2. The 4 teams that are set to host the wild card series are all set. It's us, it's the Astros, it's the Brewers, and it's the Padres. All right? As Mountie fouls another pitch away, the count is 2-2. So, conventional wisdom would lead one to conclude that these wild card games are going to be on scattered throughout the day. Day game, early evening game, night game, in order to maximize ratings and viewers. We're the only East Coast team in this hosting wild card round, right? The Brewers are in the Central, the time zone. The Astros are also in the Central time zone. And then you've got, who's left? Who have I already forgotten about? San Diego out west. So we're going to be playing day games, I would assume. The schedule has not been released yet. Here is a check swing, and Mountie went around on a pitch off the plate. He strikes out to end the inning. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. The Orioles lead at 3-2, and Albert Suarez is about to come on to pitch his 6th inning, perhaps his final inning here of the regular season. So, all the wild card games are on every day. They have to. It's a very short window. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, every game. If Game 3 is necessary, obviously, with all those 4 different matchups going on. But again, folks, yeah, plan on it being, a 3 o'clock start time. I took a look at last season to see something that would be similar. And, well, how about this, George? Last year, the Rangers played the Rays in the wild card round. The games were in Tampa, and both of those games started at 3 o'clock. I think that's exactly what's going to happen with the Orioles. There's just no reason really to start us later when we're the team all the way out in the East Coast. I'm not saying it's 100%. I'm just saying it makes sense when you look at the geography and you look at past history of this sort of thing. I think we're going to be playing in day games. Now, the good news is, folks, I went ahead and looked at our splits. I wanted to see what our record was in day games versus night games. No surprise we have a winning record in both, but we do have a better winning percentage in day games. Playing about .550 baseball, where with night games we're only playing about .520. I think we're something like 10. We're something like we're 32. We're 36 and 26 in day games, 10 games over 500. And when you consider we're only 19 games over 500 on the season, that means the bulk of the games played at night, just 9 games over. Hey, first pitch of the bottom of the 6th is hit in the right field by Austin Martin. And the catch is made out there by Ryan O'Hearn. 1 away. 1 quick out for Suarez in the bottom of the 6th. He's only on 58 pitches, folks. He's only on 58 frickin' pitches. Albert Suarez. Brooks Lee at the plate. He takes a called strike. All right. Santander says he sees the ball better during day games. Well, that's good. I would also expect if it's a 3 p.m. start, that usually means you got shadows and things in play. Oftentimes, at least in the early part of the ball game and start times like that in October, the shadows can definitely be a factor, and you often see a lot of low-scoring games, at least to start the ball game. Obviously, in Game 1 with Skubal going up against Corbin Burns, if we do play Detroit, which, by the way, maybe we're not, you would expect a low-scoring game in that pitching matchup regardless. But, guys, right now, we're on the verge of playing the Royals. Holy cow. I bet you the Orioles front office and scouts and analytics team and everybody else have probably been just bouncing back and forth like a ping pong in these past few days, trying to figure out which team to scout for. And yeah, I mean, it really did look like Detroit was locked in. I mean, they lost to the White Sox yesterday. You just can't fathom, with something on the line, for them to lose a second game in a row at home. This ball is hit into right field by Lee. That one will dunk in for a base hit. 1 out single for Brooks Lee. The Twins have the tying run on. And Royce Lewis due up next. Oh, yeah, the Royals have some good pitching. We saw it. Remember facing Seth Lugo and that? I mean, we played the Royals all 6 games way back in April. But we saw. I remember going, wow, their pitching is a lot better than I expected. And then, of course, you got to handle that running game. Corbin Burns already announced as a Game 1 starter. And that is my biggest concern, is Corbin Burns handling the base running of the Kansas City Royals. They are a faster team. They like to be aggressive on the bases. Detroit is not like that. But the fact of the matter is we won 4 out of 6 against the Royals. We lost 4 out of 6 against Detroit. Yeah, George, something like that seems about right. I would guess. With the schedule for the games. I think George is just guessing. He actually wrote at the end of the comment there, the man, total guess. The man, did you even read the whole comment? Oh, boy. I tell you what, this Charm City chat sometimes. You know, one of Baltimore's slogans is the city that reads. I'm wondering if we have to retract that. Are we reading? Are we really reading? Yeah, the Royals are, the Royals have a team that can definitely beat you. Absolutely. They've got some, they got a bit of an X factor to them, and Bobby Witt Jr. is the catalyst. He really is. He is a special player. He makes things happen. You do not want to get that guy on base. We got a full count to Royce Lewis, 1 down with a runner at first. The payoff pitch is swung on and fouled away. We'll do it again. Suarez now just hitting 70 pitches. The city that reads, 3 to 5 words. Underrated catcher for Kansas City? Fermin? I think Fermin is he underrated? I think he's pretty good. This ball's hit back towards second base. Westberg is going to have a play at first. What happened here? Was that a double play? Did he catch it and then double him off? Folks, that's a double play. Jordan Westberg, this was a hit and run. Westberg makes the catch, spins around, and throws back to first for the double play. Folks. That'll work. We go to the 7th. Time for another highlight. If my cursor will cooperate. Come on now. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Marge. Oh, jeez, Margie. How about... here's more of a fun clip. It's not really an Orioles highlight. It's just a highlight of me being goofy. James McCann nails Schneeman. Schneeman. Oh, you've been caught at second base. Skibba-da-skibba-da-skibba. Well, blow me down. Schneeman's been caught. Oh, I swear, this Schneeman guy, I swear if I see a Schneeman, I never met a Schneeman I didn't like. Skibba-da-skibba-da-skibba-da-skibba. Well, we head on now to the top of the 5th. Skibba-da-skibba. That's what you get when you subscribe. James McCann nails. All right. A memorable moment on the Birdwatcher channel. Lots of impressions over the last 6 months. I don't know why I made a clip out of that one, but I did. Melanie Newman. Melanie Newman. It's Saturday Night Live. Here is Ryan O'Hearn leading it off. There's a new pitcher out here for the Twins, name of Sands.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
S-A-N-D-S, Sands. There's a called strike, and the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. O'Hearn is 2 for 2 today. Finishing off the season nicely, 264 average. He takes a called strike that's outside. My goodness. This umpire's ready to go home. I got a feeling he's not going to be in the postseason, so this is his last game. He wants to leave. That pitch is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the 7th, the Orioles lead at 3-2. All 3 runs coming in on 1 swing of the bat. A 3-run bomb by James McCann back in the 5th. This pitch is fouled away, still 2-2 on O'Hearn. Yeah, folks, Albert gives up a pair of solo shots, but he's getting hugs in the dugout. It appears his day is over. 6 innings of 2-run ball, 4 hits, and just 71 pitches. Economical. Economical AF. Full count on Ryan O'Hearn here, leading off the top of the 7th. Payoff pitch. Outside, take your base, Ryan.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
So, new pitcher comes in. First batter he sees, he walks him. Said Mullins coming up.
Folks said now you know what to do.
Folks, the legend of Albert Suarez. I tell you what a story. What a story. You won't forget him, folks. Just one of those players that in a special season, it's a special story. Mullins with a base hit in the right field on a ground ball. And we'll have first and second as O'Hearn puts on the brakes at second base. First and second, nobody out, folks. Let's add on to this 1-run lead here in the 7th. And is it right or is my boy... Oh, guess who's coming up, folks? It's the Octopus. It's time to give a debut to this soundbite.
Release the Kraken.
That's right. Release the Kraken. The Octopus is at the plate. Emmanuel Rivera. He's got an 0-1 count. Yesterday, he etched his name into Orioles lore with a fantastic performance. He's 0-2 now on a foul ball. His second career multi-home run game, 11 total bases, the most in his career, and the most by any Oriole player this season, folks. I mean, Gunnar Henderson, Anthony Santander, they didn't get 11 bases in a game. This guy did. Swing and a miss here, though, and he is down quickly on strikes. 1 away. Oh, and Froggy deserves all the credit for the new soundbite for Rivera.
Release the Kraken.
Here comes James McCann.
Tough guy. Thinks he's a tough guy.
And why not have a big day, McCann? You've already got 1 3-run homer. How about another? First pitch is a called strike, belt high on the inside corner. Come on, McCann. Oh, wow. Folks, the Tigers are within 1 run of the White Sox. Folks, what a crazy last day. I think if this game ends quickly, then we're going to just hang around and see what the hell happens. That's a called strike to McCann. And right now we're having a visit with the trainer out there. And Sands is walking off the mound immediately with some issue. They're not even going to see if he can throw a warm-up pitch or nothing. I didn't see what happened there. But the Twins are going to have to make a pitching change, and because of the injury situation, I would assume the umpires are going to give whoever comes in to replace him all the time he needs to get ready. So this could be a minute, folks. Call to the bullpen. That's right, the Octopus, folks. If you didn't hear, Brandon Hyde let the news out following yesterday's game that is indeed the official nickname for Emmanuel Rivera. So no longer have to use a Webster reference. I'm much more happier with this.
Release the Kraken.
That one's just got a little more zip to it than Emmanuel Lewis. Hey, we got a break in the action. Oh, crap. Come on with this cursor, man. I am barely hanging in there for this final game. Barely hanging in there. Come on now. Oh, is this where? Yeah. So this. Oh, come on now. Can we behave? Can we behave? Oh my God, my cursor is just jumping all over. Oh, now it's. What are we doing? What are we doing? No. Oh my God. Please.
Yo, 2. Swung on and hit in the air to right field.
Ah, God. I got too much pot on the tips of my fingers, and I guess it's getting into the
field and deep.
touchpad.
If this is fair, this is gonna go.
Oh no!
Bye.
Stop. We might have to just put a kibosh on the rest of the whole watching highlights thing. I'm going to be happy to just get the scoreboard back up for now. Can I close that? Please? Okay. I just want to go up one thing here. No, you went up 2, didn't you? All right. So Scott. Oh, I'm glad this guy's pitching. I saw this guy's name. I think I was watching a game over on Thomas Fitzpatrick's channel. This guy has a very unfortunate name. Scott Blewett. Blewett is on the mound for the Twins. I mean, can you have a worse name as a pitcher than Blewett? I mean, just the headlines write themselves, folks. The headlines write themselves. Scott Blewett. Especially when he went after Mandick. All right. So, yeah, he's warming up, and because of the injury thing, maybe we got time for one more clip. Hey, this is one more motivational pep talk from your boy. Give me that title. We're going to be fine. I can't wait. You know what? This is the middle of us losing 6-0 to the Astros, by the way. We're going to be fine. I can't wait. You know what? I relish the idea that so many people are going to look at the Orioles as a team that makes the playoffs with no chance. Give me that title. Give me that underdog title and bring it. By the way, folks, please, earmuffs if anybody's got kids in the room, because this is an adult clip. Still the earmuff 8th? It's the bottom of the 8th. Bring it the fuck on. Give me that title of team with no fucking chance in the playoffs. Give me it. I want it. I'll earn it. I will wear it. We're the underdogs. Fine. Let's go. 1-1 the count on Arias. Swing and a miss, 1-2. I don't give a shit. 41 years I'm waiting. You think I'm going to cash it in? You think I'm pushing it? You think I'm walking away from the table when I got a chip and a chair? Hells no. 1-2 the count. That's off the plate, 2-2. There you go. Just me laying down the gauntlet. All right. We're underdogs? Fine. We're underdogs. Here we go, folks. James McCann at the plate, an 0-1 count, and Blewett blows it past him, 0-2. Blewett. How do you have that name as a relief pitcher? You're just asking for trouble, man. Ah, jeez. This pitch, oh, that looked good on the bottom of the zone, outside corner, but blew it. The umpire blew it on that call. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, first and second. And this pitch is, wow, if the catcher is able to hold on to this, he might have gotten a strike called. That was at the bottom of the zone, but he dropped the pitch. And the count is 2-2 on McCann. Folks. Erica. Erica had a Pavlovian response to the word blew it. Erica hears that and she comes running. Wait a minute. It's my turn. Wait a minute. What's going on in here? 2-2 the count on McCann. And the pitch is fouled off to the right. We'll do it again. Who here wants to see Blewett blow it? You might have to go to his OnlyFans page. The 2-2 pitch swung on and missed, and McCann goes down on strikes.
Big buck, stop it all.
But folks, that only gives our little kid a chance to do something big. Jackson Baby Carrot Holliday is coming up. 2 on, 2 out. He had a huge game yesterday, and he swings at the first pitch here, fouls it away. Jackson. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Who? Youngest player in O's history to reach base 5 times in a game yesterday. How about that? Youngest player in O's history to reach base 5 times. He did that yesterday. This pitch is up and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. First and second, 2 down. 23 RBI in the season for Jackson. A chance to add on. This pitch is well outside. 2-1. You know I want a big moment right here. You know I want a big moment. We got 2 down. Jackson, give me a big 2-out hit. I'm craving it. The pitch. Up and away. Ball 3. Come on, Charm City chat. I'm feeling something. A double bugle. The 3-1 Holiday is low and inside. Ball 4.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Bases are loaded. All right. Jordan Westberg, my boy. My boy coming up with the bases loaded and 2 down.
West is that way.
Blew it. Come on. Live up to your name. This pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Blew it. Blew it, blew it, blew it. Not you, Erica. Not you. Not right now. I'll be off the air in an hour, though. All right. 1-0 the count on Westberg. A brief meeting on the mound between pitcher and catcher. Folks, who's in the mood for a salami besides Erica? The 1-0. That's called a strike. That looked off the plate. Whatever. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded. 2 down. Top of the 7th. Westberg. 1-1 count. Pitch. Swung on, and that is a line drive base hit into left field. 1 run is in. Here comes another. It's a 2-run RBI single for Jordan Westberg. Folks, it's 4-2. Or 5-2. Sorry. I screwed that up. It is 5-2 Baltimore. Jordan Westberg does it again.
It's magic. You know
Westberg is clutch. Yankees score. I really have zero interest. Good for them. Zero interest. This pitch is in the dirt to Adley Rutschman. Folks, blew it. Blew it.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
First and third, 2 down, 1-0 on Adley Rutschman.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
That pitch is outside, 2-0. Rutschman 0 for 3 today. He's due. Come on, Adley.
Bye, birdie.
Pitch. Hit on the ground, back up the middle, and that ball is bobbled, but it's going to be handled finally by, I'm not sure if that's the shortstop or the second baseman, to be honest, but he's going to cover second base for the force play to win the inning. But the Orioles add on a pair with a big 2-out, 2-run knock from Jordan Westberg. It is 5-2 Baltimore. And folks, for the final time in the regular season, Charm City chat. First of all, can we get the likes up? Holy cow. Oh man, this is by far the lowest turnout of the season. It is half the size of the lowest turnout of the season, folks. I might have to ask for a favor or two. I might have to pander. So be prepared for that. Folks, it's time to throw some cakes on the griddle. Get them cakes up in the chat. Stretch it out.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Hey, folks, I know I might be setting myself up for some embarrassment here, but check it out. It's the final game of the regular season. I have no idea what it's going to be like for the playoffs or how long it's going to be. So this might be a good opportunity if you want to consider this sort of like my graduation day. First season in the books, 162 games called. I've been here for you all season long, folks. If you got any generosity in you, I understand if you can't. But if you can, today would be the day to do it because, boy, there ain't nobody showing up. Not a soul. Barely 1,000 people. That is like 20% of a normal turnout. Yikes. But hey, we're up to 70 likes. If we can do anything with that too, that would help out as well. I'm not sure if we can get to 100 because there's just not enough people. But if anyone's out there that still hasn't hit that like button, that would help as well. Any help helps. Any help helps. Folks, we've got a couple of more highlights to go over here as we wrap up this regular season. Let's see if we got time to squeeze one in here. Let me go ahead and at least cue this one up. Let's cue one up here for the next inning. There we go. I should have hit mute to begin the last time. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Okay. Jim Palmer and Kevin Brown hanging out in the dugout here. Final game of the regular season. Holy Toledo. Albert Suarez, what a day for him. Let's see who's coming on in relief here. It's going to be Sir Anthony Dominguez. So, folks, this is interesting. The last couple of times we've used Sir Anthony Dominguez, they have been nowhere near save situations. I feel like Brandon Hyde using him in this spot is pretty much saying with no uncertain terms that Dominguez is not the closer that he sort of was there for about a month. So he's out here to begin the bottom of the 7th, and the first pitch to Carlos Santana is outside for ball 1. Next pitch is low for ball 2. Dominguez's ERA is now at 4.5, 4.50. Swing and a miss on a 2-0 pitch. It's 2-1. That was a 98-mile-an-hour heater. 5-2 Baltimore, bottom of the 7th. We're looking for win number 91, folks. That would end our season at 20 games over 500. Not terrible at all. This pitch is fouled away. Still 2-2. We can live with that. By the way, Heston Kjerstad has entered the ball game. He's in right field. Austin Slater also in the game. He's in left. Cowser moves from left field into center field, which means Ced Mullins and Ryan O'Hearn should be out of the ball game unless O'Hearn moved over to first base. Yeah, O'Hearn is out of the game along with Mullins. 3-2 pitch to Santana's outside, ball 4. Sir Anthony Dominguez, I tell you what, if he's wanting a large role in this postseason, he is not making the case for himself. A leadoff walk here. His last outing was not very good either. I think at this point, folks, it's just going to be matchups. I think you could see Danny Coulombe getting saves in this postseason. Might see Cano get a save or two. Kyle Farmer at the plate. 0-1 pitch, fouled back. It's 0-2. Maybe Dominguez gets a shot. Webb, I'm not going to leave it off the table, Lewis, but I think probably below Cano if you're going for a righty. Here's a swing and a miss. Dominguez gets a strikeout here.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Kyle Farmer takes a seat. 1 on, 1 out for Manuel Margot, and he looks at a pitch off the plate outside. 1-0 to Margot, 0 for 2 so far today. Flied out twice. Boy, this Twins team, they really did collapse. They really did collapse. Folks, I was able to pander for a super chat. There it is. That really does help. We got a message coming in, folks.
Message for you, son.
The 2-0 to Margot is lined over the glove of second base into right center field. That is a base hit, and going first to third is Santana. The Twins have first and third with 1 out, and that's going to bring the tying run up to the plate. Sir Anthony Dominguez, once again, not looking very sharp. Christian Vasquez, the catcher, is due up next. Sean Dobby. Sean, folks, hit the like button on this. Thanks for a consistent and eventful season, W. Sean, you're welcome, and it is my pleasure to be there for you all year, all season long, and I hope to do it for many more seasons to come. That's the hope. That is the hope, and I hope they do better and better and better. Drew French is out to talk to Dominguez, and I hope the Orioles are warming somebody up. Dominguez has faced 2 batters. He's faced 3 batters, so he has faced the allotted minimum. So we could take him out here. I mean, I don't know. Christian Vasquez 0 for 2. Should not be a danger to go deep and tie the ball game. I guess they'll give him one more batter here. I think there's a pair of lefties. I think Kiersey and Julian are both lefties and coming up after this. So maybe we got a lefty ready to go after this next batter. So first and third, one out for the Twins. Here is Vasquez at the plate, and the first pitch to him is on the outside edge. Nice pitch by Dominguez here to get this at-bat going. 99 miles an hour, knee-high on the outside corner for strike one. And there's a swing and a miss. A nice pitch there. Dominguez, perhaps he's woken up. Gets Vasquez to chase one just off the plate, and the count is 0-2. Vasquez has the 6th lowest batting average with runners in scoring position. Swing and a miss, strike three, and Dominguez makes quick work of Vasquez. Holy cow.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
I would love to know what Drew French had to say to Sir Anthony Dominguez. Probably something to the effect of, get your act together, bud. That's going to do it for Dominguez. Once again, a couple of lefties due up. So 2 down, runners at the corners, and I'm assuming it's going to be Gregory Soto. There he comes. Gregory Soto, the other Philadelphia bullpen acquisition at the trade deadline. He's going to come out here to try to get the final out in the 7th with that kid Kiersey, who's got one of those 2 solo home runs today for the Twins. That makes him 2 for 12 on the season. Hopefully we can get this guy out. Meantime, a chance to squeeze in another highlight. Oh, it's already ready to go. Folks, anybody remember this? At the time, it's 2-0 Houston. Bases loaded for the Orioles with 2 out. And this happens. Bases loaded, 2 down, and we're pinch hitting with Jackson Holliday. The first pitch is lifted into right center field, and it's going to get down. 1 run scores. Here comes the tying run. Jackson Holliday, here comes the go-ahead run. Jimenez came all the way around. It's a go-ahead 3-run double on a pinch hit from Jackson Holliday. The Orioles lead it 3-2. What the hell happened?
It's magic, you know. It's magic.
I don't believe it. Everybody scored. Oh, maybe I do believe it. I did see it with my own eyes. Why didn't I believe it? Is that an overused expression? I don't believe it. I apologize for my overuse of I don't believe it. I should believe it. Gregory Soto is on the pitch. Once again, it needs to be said, thanks so much, Sean, for that super chat. I didn't give you the Sly Stallone shout out there.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
There you go, buddy. First pitch from Soto is in there for a called strike. And we got a pinch hitter, Michael Hellman. Hey, Hellman. Is he, do you ever room with Kobe Mayo in college? You got a Hellman, you got a Mayo. 0-2 the count. Next pitch, swung on, hit in the air to right. Long run out there, and the catch is made for Heston Kjerstad. That'll end the 7th inning, folks. We're going to the 8th. 2 more innings to go. The Orioles lead this one by 3. 5 runs on 7 hits for the Orioles. Both teams, 4 men left on base. 8th inning coming up. It's 5-2. One more highlight. What do we got? Let's see. This one comes against Boston back on, excuse me, back on September the 10th. Folks, we're already up into September with these highlights. Uh-oh. Oh, no. God, how am I even barely clinging on? I can't move this now. It's stuck. Oh, it's kind of moving. Come on. Come on. Go to your home. It's your home. Why don't you want to go to your home? Okay, well, it almost made it home. There you go. All right. Now will you allow me to just go down here for a sec? Will you allow me to do this?
Baseball history.
All right, here we go. Here's the highlight, and starts now. Let's show them something, Baltimore. The pitch. And Mullins gets into one again down the right field corner. This ball's gonna go! Bye, bye, birdie! Said Mullins. 2 at-bats, 2 home runs, 3-0 Baltimore! How's that for hitting second in the order?
It's magic, you know. It's magic.
Unbelievable! All right. Come on.
This ball's gonna go!
All right, I know. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. Now I want my cursor to go. Like back up here somewhere. Where are you, buddy? All right, here we go, folks. Top of the 8th inning. And Dobnak is the new pitcher on for the Twins. Right-hander Randy Dobnak. They're showing his minor league stats, so I'm assuming this is his first appearance with the Twins this season. He's got a 2-0 count on Colton Cowser. Folks, this could very well be Cowser's last at-bat of the season. He's 0 for 3. You'd love to see him get a hit here to just add one more case to that Rookie of the Year honor, if he can get it. Last chance to throw some cows in the chat in this regular season, folks. He's got a 3-1 count, leading off the top of the 8th, 5-2 Orioles. And he takes a called strike, full count. Man, it is a small turnout today. Holy cow. Whew. Please tell me the playoffs are going to be better than this. I mean, I tell you what, my haters will love it. Hey, haters, if you're hate watching today, my numbers are way down for these last 2 games. So, something to hang your hat on. I'm struggling. We got a full count on Cowser. And he fouls it away. We'll do it again. I've got a snack and I need it right now. Payoff once more. Hit on the ground to first. Santana will take it to the bag for the unassisted putout. 1 away, top of the 8th. Cowser retired. He is 0 for 4 today, and that's probably his season right there. Fingers crossed on that Rookie of the Year award. Ryan Mountcastle's due up next. I'm going to have a cracker. Oh and 1 on Ryan Mountcastle. Next pitch is hit on the ground to third base. Royce Lewis will throw it across the diamond in time, 2 away. Heston Kjerstad at the plate, and he's worked a 2-0 count. Let's see if Kjerstad can end this season on a positive note. Did not look good at the plate at all yesterday. That ball swung on and crushed. That ball's got eyes. That ball is gone to the batter's eye. Bye, birdie. Silent J wakes up the Orioles with another home run. Kjerstad, his 4th of the season. Straightaway center field, 414 feet. He got one more chance to swing the bat, and now he's saying I won on this postseason roster. We got a decision to make, folks. Austin Slater at the plate.
Hey, who are you kidding, Preppy?
He's got a 1-1 count. 6-2 Orioles now. And Slater pops this one up. Should be playable, shallow right field. Catch is made by Margot. 2 away. Or no, that's the final out. Final out. Silent J puts an exclamation point on his season, folks. Don't pat him on the head too hard. I'm not joking. When he's coming through the dugout getting high fives, don't pat him on the head. Let's keep his head. Let's not touch that. All right. We're going to the even you, Erica. Even you are not allowed anywhere near Kjerstad's head. Don't you be giving him any head. We need him safe. All right. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 6-2 Orioles. And, yeah. We about done with these highlights? You know what? We might have to be, because this cursor, I'm done playing around with it. Hey, can I get some updates, please? Somebody on the Kansas City and Detroit situations. Please, help out your boy. Help out your boy. I got to know who we're going to play. His head's off limits. Erica. Come on, folks. Help me out now. I can't even look myself because of this cursor. Oh, God, the 2-hour mark. No. God, it's just like yesterday. Crap. All right. Oh, wait, it's not the 2-hour mark yet. Jacob Webb is out here. Jacob Webb is out. Kansas City is up 4-2 in the bottom of the 7th. The White Sox still up by 1 run top of the 7th. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for us. Jacob Webb is on, and folks, we got a super chat.
Message for you, son.
First pitch from Webb to Edward Julian is well off the plate. So Gregory Soto, kind of interesting. He came on to get the final out in the 7th. Lefty due up here to begin the 8th. They don't keep him in the game. They go to Webb. And this ball is lifted in the air by Julian to right field. Can of corn for Kjerstad. 1 away in the 8th. Folks, Bill Holland, give him a big old like in this Charm City chat, why don't you? As I attempt to do that myself. Oh, Bill. Okay, here we go. I've got momentary control here. Bill, thank you so much for that.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Bill says, thank you for a great year, BW. You're welcome, Bill. And once again, it's my honor. It's my pleasure. I'm so happy you guys find me to be worth your while. There's a hard-hit ball up the middle by Austin Martin, a 1-out single. And the Twins have a base runner here in the bottom of the 8th. Thanks again, Bill. Bill's putting out the pressure. Bill's putting out the pressure. Who else can give BW a well-earned tip? I don't know. I just have to, cross my fingers. Brooks Lee at the plate. First pitch swung on and missed. 1 on, 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Folks, I do plan on putting some content out over the off season. And we got, hopefully, James McCann okay after a foul ball gets him somewhere. I think on the inside of the knee. Take a look at this replay. Boy, McCann, yep, just above the knee on the inner thigh there. Just another strawberry there for James McCann. Brooks Lee with an 0-2 count. Yeah, so I do plan on, here's my idea, as we've got a foul ball fouled away. Folks, what if I were to come on a few times a month? I'll get to that in a minute. We've got another super chat coming in. Folks, the generosity train, all aboard. Diecast Classicist says, have some cow soy on me. I will. Thank you, sir. I mean, not literally on you, right? I can have it on a plate. Or is this like one of those sushi tables where you eat the sushi right off the people? Either way, Diecast, thank you so much.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
I did hit the 2-hour mark, and I do have to refresh my game, folks. Hold on a sec. I felt like it was coming, and then I should have just went ahead and did it anyway. You might hear some audio bleed for a sec.
Strike 3 on a rising fastball.
Sorry about that. It'll be okay.
It's a bad location because he's
come on.
about 94 when his arm's well.
All right, so 2 down in the inning as Jacob Webb gets a strikeout on a high pitch there. Folks.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
The historically awful Chicago White Sox are doing their part in making this final game, this final day of the regular season, very interesting. Hey, we've got Royce Lewis popping up in a foul ground, first base side. Catch made out there just near the stands, and that's out number 3. Jacob Webb is through the 8th inning. Folks, we are going to the 9th. This is it. 1 inning left of the regular season. 1 inning left. I might get a little emotional here. I don't know. Right now I'm fine. But yeah, 1 inning away. The final inning of the season. Good Lord, what a ride. What a ride. By the way, folks, guess what time it is where I am? It is 4:20 a.m. I mean, if we're going to celebrate, talk about timing, it is 4:20 where I'm sitting.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
$4:20 a.m. here in Thailand. Just another day at the office for your boy. Hey, folks, we're going to hang out if this game's going to end quickly and see what's happening here with these other games. We got to know who we're going to play and then maybe talk about it. This is a pretty short game. We're only, 2 hours and 10 minutes into this? Quick game tonight. Puff, puff, pass. Melanie, where you been, hun? Melanie, you're one of my favorite huns, and I barely see you around. Where you been all my life? The ladies of Charm City Chat. Lady. Hey, folks, the octopus is up.
Release the Kraken.
0-1 pitch. That ball gets away. 1 ball, 1 strike. 9-4 White Sox. I see it right here on the board, and the Royals up 4-2. Folks, the Royals, in fashion that I can't believe. Folks, the Tigers, so hot. I mean, they're both in the playoffs. But you got to think. I mean, the Tigers now have to go and play at Houston if this holds up. Holy cow. Oh, my God. 3-1 the count on the octopus. Folks, I got to put my special lucky down. Here's a ground ball to second base by Rivera. He'll be thrown out for the first out in the 9th. I got to put the special lucky down. I mean, folks.
Message for you, son.
Bill Holland coming in major. And Bill, please, you've done you've done plenty right there. That's all the generosity you need, my friend. Please save it for maybe a postseason. I don't know, a playoff victory. If we make it to the ALCS, maybe, or something. But for now, dude, that is more than enough generosity. Go get a dinner. Go get a nice dinner on me, BW.
Message for you, son.
All right, now, Bill, I plan on doing that, but here's the deal. I can probably get about 8 nice dinners with that money. So thank you so much. McCann's going to hit a fly ball to right field on a 2-0 count. And it's caught by Manuel Margot. 2 down in the top of the 9th. 6-2 Baltimore. Folks, a round of applause for Bill.
Message for you, son.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Where's my cursor now? I don't know. But Jackson Holliday's coming up for his last swing of the season. He takes off the plate outside, ball 1. Holliday came in to replace Gunnar Henderson after he had a few at-bats. His 1 plate appearance, a walk. He's showing he can draw walks, folks. Could come in handy. Pitch is fouled away here. 1 ball and 1 strike. All right, the cursor. Come on. If I just slam the touchpad, you should work, right? That doesn't do anything if I just... moved a little bit. I think I got it. It's back. It's kind of moving. 1-2 the count on Holliday. Come on, cursor. It's the final game. It's the final inning. You've hung in there this long. Let's get over the hump, please. Holliday with a base hit to the opposite field, and that one's going to roll into the gap. Let's see if he... Oh, I wanted to see Holliday try for 2. I wanted to see Holliday try for 2 on that shot to the gap. But, hey, Holliday's aboard. 105 miles an hour off the bat to the opposite field. That is scoring up a ball right there. Very nice hit for Holliday. I'm trying to get back to the Charm City chat over here. Hell, there could be another super chat in there, and I can't see it. All right, I'm back where I need to be. Jordan Westburg takes a pitch inside. And the count is 1-0 on him. Westburg had that big 2-run, 2-out single his last time up. Dobnak, his 30th pitch since coming on, is grounded to third base, and they'll go to second for the force to win the inning. Folks, bottom of the 9th coming up. The Orioles are on the verge of finishing the season 91-71 and a sweep of the Twins. I mean, if we go back here, how are we looking lately? Let's just take a better look at how we look lately. results-wise, I think now's the time to take a look. Oh, boy. That's asking a lot with the cursor situation. So there you go, folks. A win today means 3 in a row. It means we've won 5 out of the last 6 games, and we've won 7 of our last 10. All right? We're playing 700 ball in our last 10 games. I repeat, we are playing 700 ball in our last 10 games. And you might be going, well, what are you playing, a bunch of cupcakes? No. Half of those, or 6 of those games, more than half, came against playoff-bound Detroit and best record in the American League Yankees. We're 7-3. I think we're going to be all right. Or actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. It'll be 7-3 once we win this game. Let's win it. Folks, if you ain't in it to win it, then get the hell out. That's what Marky Mark told me once. I've never stopped listening. We've got one more highlight clip to listen to, too, by the way. Or maybe 2 more. They'll be right there, and we'll listen to those final 2 highlight clips as soon as we wrap this puppy up. And everything will be accounted for. Let's try to get this cursor back over here. Come on. There you go, buddy. Can we get back to the ball game? Is that asking too much? This cursor is going to be the death of me. All right. Folks, is that Brian Baker? First pitch hit in the right field, right at Kjerstad. He makes the catch, folks. 1 pitch, 1 out in the 9th. Carlos Santana gone in the blink of an eye. 2 outs more in the season. We are getting ready to host somebody, and we still don't know who it is. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Our season is going to come to an end. We don't know who we're playing yet. It looks like Kansas City, but we still don't know. We don't, I mean, is one of the games, are both games final? If they're not final, then we don't know yet. Are they both final? The 1-0 pitch to Kyle Farmer from Baker is a called strike, 1-1. Yeah, they're not final. What are you doing, the man? Let's wait until we know. Yeah, I get it, the man, but the Braves are a good team. They're only down by 2, and they're at home, so we can't say that the Royals have automatically won. Let's just wait until we know. Both things have to happen. 2-1 pitch to Farmer is hit on the ground to third. Rivera's got it over to first. Plenty of time. 1 more out left. Oh, by the way, it's Selby on the mound. Excuse me. I saw a beard. I saw a right-hander. And I thought that was Brian Baker out there. It is Colin Selby, who, by the way, replaces Tucker Davidson, who was designated for assignment after yesterday's ball game. He makes 1 appearance, gets the win, and then gets DFA'd. That is the life of a ball player. Manuel Margot at the plate. 1-0 the count. And that's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. So, yeah, folks, we're going to hang out and probably pay more attention to the Royals-Braves game at this point. But, yeah, we're going to hang out until we know for sure what's happening, because then I want to talk about it. I got to be honest, I've spent a lot of yesterday looking at matchups with the Tigers, looking at all the scenarios, and now I'm going to have to sit here, throw that all away, potentially. And we got a ground ball base hit in the left field. Manuel Margot is going to extend this ball game, if only for a minute, with a 2-out single here in the 9th. So, yeah, now I'm going to have to basically erase the board and start over. start scouting these Royals. I mean, again, I already know what my main issue is. As Christian Vasquez comes up for the 4th time tonight, 0 for 3. Swing and a miss on a high heater from Selby, 0-1. Yeah, my main issue is Corbin Burns and controlling that run game because the Royals, Bobby Witt Jr. is a menace on the base paths, but he's not the only one. They've got several guys on that team that can run. That pitch looked perfect on the outside corner from Selby, but he doesn't get the call. Dean Kramer appears to be barking about it from the Oriole dugout. 1-1 the count. At this point, I don't even care, Rory. At this point, I don't know. I really don't have a. I wish I could give you an answer, but at this point, I honestly say I don't really know who I'd rather play. I'm just ready to go. I mean, here's the thing. If we're playing Detroit game 1, it comes down to can Corbin Burns out-duel Skubal? Whereas with game 1 against Kansas City, it's can Corbin Burns handle the Kansas City running game? So it's which of those two things would I rather go up against? Skubal as the opposing pitcher, and the Tigers really have no run game at all, so that is not a factor. Or the Royals, where, again, if you can run, you can absolutely go hog wild on Corbin Burns if he lets guys on base. I really don't know. I'll take whoever we get, and I feel like we should beat him, whoever it is. Swing and a miss. Christian Vasquez strikes out.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hey, Minnesota, you come back now here. Maybe sometime around, I don't know, late March.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Your season's over. Our season is not. Final score, Orioles 6, Minnesota 2. The Orioles, again, are riding the crest of a high and beautiful wave the last 10 games of the season. If that's enough of a sample size for you, I'm convinced 7-3 in our last 10, including a head-to-head matchup with the Yankees, where we took 2 out of 3. We've got all our ducks lined up in a row. Corbin Burns ready to start game 1 just 2 days from now. We got a day off tomorrow to get the bullpen all nice and fresh. There's Brandon Hyde out there giving strong handshakes to everybody returning from the field here. Anthony Santander, folks, I'm taking in the scenes right now. Gunnar Henderson already in a cutoff hoodie. His day prematurely over. Just getting a bit of rest. Some Oriole fans here have made their way to the front of the stands here in Detroit to show their support as the Orioles start to clear the dugout here. Heads held high. They take a sweep here of the Twins. And things are looking very, very optimistic for your boy, the Birdwatcher. What a season. Lots of ups and downs. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people out there that'll still say the Orioles just don't have what it takes. The Orioles, I'm not going to put my faith in them. Well, if that's the way you feel, you don't have to be here, because this is going to be an October on my channel with nothing but optimism, hope, belief, and support for our Baltimore Orioles. Back-to-back postseasons for the first time in the 21st century. This team has been through a lot of adversity, a lot of bad seasons. This is an era of Orioles baseball where we need to be feeling excited. And folks, if you're my age or older, you better be excited, because who knows how many windows like this are going to be left in our lifetime. We don't know. We haven't got a clue. Cherish the moment. Cherish this team. We've got a shot at the World Series, as good of a shot as anybody else. I'm not saying we're the favorites at all, but we've got as good of a shot as anybody else, in my humble view. All right, let's take a look at what's going on. In the bottom of the 8th, the Tigers are about to come up to hit, down by 5 runs. Unbelievable. Meanwhile, is that Kansas, bottom of the 8th, Kansas City ahead by 2. Folks, I'm going to start calling the Royals-Braves game. If somebody in the chat could update any score or inning change regarding the Tigers game, then we can monitor both situations together. I'm not going anywhere until I know who the hell I'm playing. I got to know. I'm hanging out. I hope you guys can too. It's a low turnout, but thanks to the generosity of some of you bird watchers out there, I'm not worried about this intimate affair at all. Glad you guys could be here. Glad you guys decided to hang out here and watch a game that didn't have a whole lot of impact on anything. But, oh, is this game not going to come up for me? It's not popping up. Yeah, everything looks like what it is, but we are waiting until it is official. That's how things work, people. That's how clinching works. That's how everything works. You got to wait until the final out. You might have heard of a guy named Yogi Berra and that whole "it ain't over till it's over" thing. Because right now, it ain't over till it's over. Kansas City up by 2, but the Braves have 2 men on and only 1 out. And it looks like they're about to have a pitching change going on right here, because there's a commercial break in progress. So there you go. The Braves have the tying runs on with only 1 out. They're at home. I'm sure the crowd in this game is going to be pretty intense. We outscored the Royals 24-13 on the season. I'll tell you this, though, folks. If you look at run differential on the season, the Kansas City Royals are a better team than Detroit. The Royals' run differential, I think, is somewhere around the upper 70s. In Detroit, it's only like the mid-30s. So, yeah, the Royals are, but their offense and their pitching, I think, are both ranked higher than Detroit. It's just that Detroit's been hot, but at the same time, they just lost 2 in a row to the White Sox. At least that appears to be what the case is, down by 5 late. All right, here we go, folks. I am watching the Braves, who are hitting right now in the bottom of the 8th with 1 out, 2 runs on. They are the tying runs. John Schreiber is the right-handed reliever on for the Royals, and he is on to face Ramon Laureano, right-handed hitting outfielder, and the first pitch to him is a called strike. So here we go. Once again, we are trying to find out who we're going to play. Right now, Kansas City's in the driver's seat. Pitch is a sweeper outside. The count is 1-1. It is 4:40 a.m. my time. I don't care. I got Monday to sleep as much as I can, because I got a feeling after that I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of sleeping until the season is officially 100% over. 1-2 the count on Laureano. I think I'm going to add some water to this coffee here. We got people hanging out here or what? As this pitch is fouled away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Folks, is anybody here? Is anybody still hanging out? Over 100 of you are. All right, folks. Can we get that like up to 100? Are there 7 of you out there that haven't hit the like button? That would be great if we still snuck in 100 likes and kept that streak going. This pitch is outside. 2-2 on Laureano. 1 moment, please. Never mind. I forgot my kettle was right here. This pitch is fouled straight back. Still 2-2 on Laureano. Hey, thank you, Robert. Two pitch. Swung on and missed. Laureano goes down swinging. The Royals have 2 away now. And let's see who they got coming up. Or excuse me, the Braves have 2 away now. Well, I guess it works either way. Either way, Sean Murphy, the right-handed hitting catcher, is due up here with 2 down. He is looking for the big hit for Atlanta. Yeah, I don't know who I want. Who the hell do I want? Who do you guys want? You guys tell me. Who do you want? Swing and a miss. Murphy goes after a sweeper and misses. One on the count now on Murphy. Sounds like you guys want the Royals. Well, then, Merry Christmas, everybody, because I never would have thought that today would have played out like it looks like it appears to be playing out right now. This pitch is outside. 2-1 on Murphy. Hey, nice shooting, kid. What's your name? Murphy. Swung on, popped up, and out of play behind home plate. Still 2-2 on Murphy. I'll buy that for $1. Stay out of trouble. Swing and a miss. Murphy strikes out. So Schreiber comes in and gets both Braves hitters to preserve this 2-run lead for the Royals. Well, folks, if it's the Royals you want, they are 1 inning away from doing their end of the bargain. And a quick check once more on the Tigers. They are still down by 5. They have 2 down in the bottom of the 8th for them. Just a runner at first right now. So once that 8th inning concludes, if it's still a 5-run game with 1 inning to play, man, oh, Shevitz, we'll just jump over there if this game ends first. Holy cow, are we playing Kansas City? Kansas City! The Royals. What kind of history do we have? Do we have any kind of postseason history with Kansas City? I can't recall. I don't think so. Maybe one wild card game back when they didn't we play them in that wild card? Didn't we have a 1-game wild card game? Oh, ACS. Oh, of course. There you go. God. Oh, your boy. See, that was right at the start of my tenure with NBC Sports writing for the Premier League. And so, unfortunately, that was right during the start of the era where I had to not pay attention. I had tuned in for all that, but, memory is obviously sketchy during those years. So, yes, we've got some payback then, don't we? We need to make up for that. But they went on to win that World Series, right? Kansas City? Just like Texas last year. They beat us, but you know what? If you're going to get beat, it doesn't feel so bad when you get beat by a team that goes on to win it all, you know? Kind of makes you feel like, geez, I guess this was their year and we were just in their path. If you get by a team that winds up losing in the very next round, that's when it really hurts because you're like, shit, They're really not that good either. We should have beat them. But then if a team goes all the way, you're kind of like, all right. All right. They beat us, but they beat everybody else too. All right, so we got a 1-0 count on Yuli Gurriel at the plate for the Royals. I guess let's get to know some of these guys. Gurriel is 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. He's a former Astro, I believe, right? First baseman, DH type guy, right-handed hitter. Yuli Gurriel. There's a called strike, 2-1 on him. On the season, he's got a 245 average, no homers, 6 RBI. So he's barely played. Maybe I'm thinking about somebody else. There's a called strike, 2. 2-2 the count. I don't know why we're getting such consistent Yankee score updates. What exactly is the impact of this Yankee score on anything? Nobody. RJ, not to belittle the update, but I don't know if anybody really cares. I mean, maybe somebody does. I don't know. Full count on Gurriel, and he fouls it away. We'll do it again. Nice finish. Hey, we won 7 out of our last 10, folks. When you look at that paper or whatever, and you see that last 10, and you see 7-3, that's going to make you smile. That pitch is fouled away by Gurriel. Still a full count. I mean, honestly, is anybody here wanting to get Yankee updates on the score? Does anybody care? If you do, then by all means, keep updating, I guess. Full count here on Gurriel still. And another foul ball. Man. All right, RJ. Now that is a update worth sharing. That is a helpful update. There's a called strike 3 to Gurriel. He's out 1 away for the Royals in the top of the 9th. So now I'm starting to get into. Well, okay, I'll call the Royals. You don't need to hear me and look at the score. We'll keep the box score up here for the Tigers as I call the Royals game. So bases loaded for Detroit. Spencer Torkelson at the plate. They might be in the middle of a pitching change, I think. Meanwhile here, MJ Melendez, left-handed bat for the Royals. Up here with 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 9th. Next pitch is low, 1 ball, 1 strike. So the White Sox, 9 runs on 11 hits, a 2-run spot in the 2nd, a 3-run spot in the 3rd, and a 4 spot in the 7th. The Tigers have made a pair of errors today. Here's a foul ball by Melendez for Kansas City, and the count is 1-2. Look at me, just going over 2 games at once. Yeah, George, and that's exactly why I don't care. Really? I mean, if that's the one reason, then why? Why even wait for that to happen so we can cry about it? I mean, I'm not going to cry. Forget about it, all right? Look, the only difference that makes is that we got to take care of business with a home series against one of these Central teams, and we ought to be able to do that. As Melendez strokes one in the right down the corner foul, 2-2 on him. So I feel like it's our duty to take care of that business. And all that means is a best-of-5 series would have been Yankees with us with the home field advantage. Instead, it's going to be the other way around. And the way we've played the Yankees this year, to me, I don't care that we're going to play an extra game in the Bronx. Swing and a miss here by Melendez. So 2 outs for the Royals, top of the 9th. I have no problem. I have no fear going into Yankee Stadium. We have done the business there this season and last. There's just that intimidation factor that used to exist forever is gone. I'm so happy about it. That's why I want the Yankees in the division round. I'm so happy that the bracket is lined up the way it has. It really, folks, if these are all the teams involved, we know who the teams are involved, right? You've got the Astros, the Yankees, us, the Royals, the Tigers, and who am I forgetting? Cleveland. And I'm telling you right now, my best case scenario would be, well, I'd want to play one of Kansas City or Detroit if I had to be in a wild card. I'd want to then play the Yankees before I'd have to play Cleveland or Houston. And then you get to the ALCS, and then you take your shot against likely one of Cleveland or Houston. I don't think the Tigers are going to beat both of those teams. I just don't. But we'll see. That would be something, though, if we wound up playing the Tigers in the ALCS. 2 trips through the Central Division to get to the World Series. Or it could be Cleveland. Actually, a very good chance that it's going to take 2 matchups against the West or against the Central. I hope we avoid the Astros, I guess, because of all that experience. All right, what's happening? They still have bases loaded. What's going on with this game here? It's still 2 out, bases loaded, 9-5. Sweeney at the plate for the Tigers, left-handed batter. We've got that up. Luke Jackson, a right-hander, on for the Braves against the Royals in the top of the 9th now with 2 away. And that is Hunter Renfroe at the plate, right-handed hitter. 1 for 3 today for him. And that pitch is in there for a strike to Renfroe. 2 out and now 2 strikes on the batter. This game is about to go to the bottom of the 9th. Renfroe did have a home run today in the game, 15 on the season, but his average is just 229, so perfect. Yeah, a guy like Hunter Renfroe playing at Camden Yards, he's supposed to be a power hitter. He's hitting only 229. He's got only 15 home runs on the season. His OPS is under 700, and he's got to deal with our giant left field wall out there as a right-handed batter. So, yeah, I feel like matching up against Kansas City, a guy like Hunter Renfroe shouldn't make a whole lot of trouble for us. We just got to keep Bobby Witt Jr. off the bases, man. We got to keep Bobby Witt Jr. off the bases. All right, strike 1. We're taking a look here. Oh, that's it. It's done. The Tigers can't do anything. They left the bases loaded on a ground out there to end the 8th. My goodness, Detroit had an opportunity to at least cut into that 4-run deficit, maybe a base hit to make it a 2-run game, something. But bases loaded with all that on the line, and they're about to lose their grip. They're about to head to Houston. Hey, the Tigers. Hey, is Verlander still active for the Astros? Because that would be interesting. Justin Verlander against Detroit. Part of me thinks Verlander has been injured for a long time. Or is he still active? I know he's not retired. I mean, is he still pitching actively right now? Look at the White Sox working 9 to 5. What a way to win a ball game. 40 and 121. The White Sox need to win today to finish 80 games below 500. They're 81 games below 500 right now. How is that possible? Pitching change for Kansas City. These are names we might need to start remembering here. This is a lefty named Chris Bubic. Bubic. 26 appearances, 2.76 ERA for the Royals. How many people are still hanging out here? How many people want to know who the hell we're going to play? Well, we're under 100, but hey, we did get over 100 likes. Thanks for that, folks. 100 likes and $100. I'll take it on this final game of the season. Thanks, everybody. Boobs itch. Oh, you might need to get some of that Arm & Hammer baking soda or something. Get on there. Maybe a nice salve. All right, 1 out, top of the 9th. Of course, the Tigers are at home, so there's a full inning left to play there. We're in the bottom of the 9th here for the Braves. Leadoff man with a 1-1 count against Bubic. It's a Gio Urshela, and he sends a base hit into center field. So Gio Urshela starts the 9th inning off with a base hit for Atlanta, bringing the tying run to the plate. So here we go. In fact, I'm going to bring it back over here. I want to take a look at some more of this. I mean, this is... We'll cut back over here in a minute, but the White Sox really do look like they got this pitching meeting right now for the Royals, as Travis d'Arnaud is going to come on to pinch hit for Orlando Arcia. So here's a look at the Royals lineup. The team they put out today. Tommy Pham is there. I mean, folks, Bobby Witt Jr. Let's just take a look at this guy. Let's just take a look at just how ridiculous this guy is. There's his stats on the season. Folks, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but he's more dangerous than Gunnar Henderson. 332 batting average, 32 home runs, 109 driven in, an OPS not far from 1,000. All right? This doesn't even show you the stolen bases. Where are they? He is an absolute monster, Bobby Witt Jr. 31 steals. So a 30-30 man with over 100 RBI and a 332 average. Wins above replacement 9.4. That is the guy we have to limit the damage from. I mean, folks, you have to treat him like a Soto or a Judge, but it's just a different kind of a player. You know, it's not all about just hitting the long ball. This dude can run. He is an absolute menace on the base paths. Got to keep him under control. Let's see how he's been doing in the month of September. Let's take a look at some of these splits for Bobby Witt Jr. In the month of September, his average has been down. Wow. It's been his worst month. Okay, see, folks, this is why you tune in to me, the Bird Watcher. Check it out. All right, first he had just a couple of games in March. He went off 545 average, off to a flying start. 292 average in April, 315 in May, 306 in June. In July, he was incredible, 489 average. In August, he follows it up with 310. Only this month, the month of September, has he actually looked a little bit human. A 279 average, and just the lowest numbers across the board here. So maybe, just maybe, Bobby Witt Jr. won't absolutely destroy us. How about this? How about this for a split? Folks, once again, this is why you hang out with me, the Bird Watcher. Check this out. By the way, Travis d'Arnaud is still up there to lead off, or not to lead off, to pinch hit with the leadoff man on at first base. 2-2 the count on him. So get this. At home, Bobby Witt Jr. hitting .382. But on the road, he's hitting just under 100 points less, .285. And remember, every game with us for him will be away. That is good news. Am I right or am I right? I mean, look at his home OPS, 1.117. On the road, under 850. And then you got lefty versus righty here. Even though he's a right-handed hitter, against lefties, his OPS is about 150 points shorter than against righties. So when you talk about matchups, lefty-righty doesn't really matter. In fact, you could make an argument he's better against right-handed pitching. So that is the number one guy to look at here. Against us, hey, how about against us this season? 26 at-bats, hit just .231, 1 home run, 2 stolen bases. On-base percentage, only .286, slug just .423 with an OPS of 709. Folks, we're one of the few teams that actually kept this guy under control. All right, so that's about as good of a look as you can get at Bobby Witt Jr. in terms of some of the history we have here. And all of it looks very good for us, considering how good of a player this guy is. So fingers crossed there. Let's take a look at some of the rest of this lineup, as we've got one out here in the ninth. Runner at first for the Braves. Michael Harris II is at the plate. He looks at a called strike. It's 1-1 on him. I mean, they picked up Tommy Pham. He's another White Sox castaway. Think Eloy Jimenez, but with a shittier attitude, but maybe a little more productive. Pham is a clubhouse cancer. This guy's been on about 15 teams at this point. They got Michael Massey hitting third. Now, that's surprising. What kind of season has he had? I had him to be a bit of a light-hitting middle infielder. They've got him hitting third in the lineup. Let's take a look at this. Has he been hot lately? What's the deal? Left-handed batter. This ball's hit on the ground, and they're going to go to second for one. The only play they'll have, the Royals. So they need one more out, and Kansas City will lock up the win. Meanwhile, bottom of the ninth just getting started, and the Tigers need a 4-run rally, or else this postseason is all set. So looking a little closer in here on Massey, just trying to get an idea here. What's the deal? In the month of September, he's hitting just .230. He hit .311 in August. But yeah, I don't really get it. I don't get why they're hitting this guy third in the line. Folks, if this is their number 3 hitter, bring on the Royals. No offense. If that's who you got hitting third, works for me. All right, that's right. So they also lost some guys because Gurriel's playing first. That used to be Vinny Pasquantino's spot. Gurriel hitting just .241. MJ Melendez, .206. Renfroe, already talked about him. Fermin is another right-handed bat. He's their everyday catcher. Salvador Perez, where's he? Why isn't he DHing? They're probably just giving him a day off. But, folks, Salvador Perez probably the other guy that you got to worry about. We got a 1-1 count on Ozzie Albies, by the way. There's 2 out here in the ninth. And Albies pops it up out of play. The Braves are down to their last strike. So let me take a look in here at me take a look at this Royals lineup again here. So, yeah, there you go. Sally Perez not starting today. Perez, probably the second most dangerous bat in the lineup, you would have to say. That is the final out, folks. Ground out by the Braves, and the Kansas City Royals have done their part. They've beaten the Braves, and that should make Mets fans happy, as the Braves and the Mets are going to play a doubleheader tomorrow. What a crazy, crazy situation that's going to be, folks. If you think Monday's going to be boring, well, if you're a fan of baseball in general, tune in for the Mets and Braves doubleheader coming up tomorrow, because that's going to be crazy. There's a runner at third for the Tigers to lead off the bottom of the ninth. We'll jump over there here in a sec. But just to show you here, Salvador Perez. This guy, 27 homers, 104 RBI in the season, 271 average. This guy's a veteran. I'm sure you're familiar with him. In the month of September, he has been pretty quiet, though, 239 average. And as you can see, most months he'll get you 22 RBI, 15, 11, 21, 21. This month only 10. So another guy that's kind of gone cold. Folks, if Bobby Witt Jr. and Salvador Perez are hitting their worst of the season right now, first of all, that would explain why they had the tailspin. I mean, they were way ahead of Detroit. Detroit didn't just get hot. The Royals got pretty cold here. We're about to face the Royals, folks. So Pasquantino, here's a guy we can avoid. He had 97 RBI. Folks, this team, I think he's injured. Maybe he is back. Let me make sure on that. Yeah, Bill, a lot going on. We're trying to figure out who we're playing here, buddy. 2 outs away, the Tigers are. They've made it now 9-5. Or was that already? Yeah. I think they got that runner in from third. So, yeah, Vinny Pasquantino, has he come back into the, he was injured for a little while. Okay, yeah, he's had 4 at-bats in the last 30 days. He has not had an at-bat in the month of September. Okay, so yeah, Pasquantino is out. So that's a major bat loss, as you can see. He was 3 RBI short of 100. This Royals team nearly had 3 100 RBI hitters in their lineup. But Pasquantino is not going to be playing, for all I know. So you can eliminate that out of the equation. The other guy, in terms of worrying about speed, is this guy right here, Michael Garcia. He leads the team in stolen bases. Bobby Witt Jr. has 31. Michael Garcia has 37. But as you can see right here, low average, OPS very low. He doesn't hit for power at all. You just want to keep him off the bases, because if you do put him on, that is a double. All right, well, with 1 out, we're going to jump on over here. Yeah, Edward, I think I eventually came to that conclusion. The fact that he has not played since August kind of clued me in. All right. Here we go. Oh, this is over. End of 9. Carpenter just grounded into a double play to end the ball game for the Tigers. Folks, within seconds of each other, the Royals have beaten the Braves. The Tigers somehow let the number 2 wild card seed slip from their fingers. They're going to have to go to Houston, and the Orioles are going to welcome in the Kansas City Royals on Tuesday. Holy Toledo. Let's look at one more thing regarding the Royals before I get out of here. Wow, folks, the Royals. We're playing the Royals. Orioles, Royals. First of all, I've always had trouble saying that when these two teams play. Our names are a little too similar when you say them back to back. It's a bit of a tongue twister. We got to be honest here, folks. I want to see who they got lined up for game 1. I mean, Cole Reagans? I don't know. I think the smart move would be Reagans because I think a lefty against our team is a better bet than a righty. Could be Seth Lugo. He's got, gosh, I don't know. We're going to have to find out. I guess we're going to talk about it. Well, we're not going to talk about it. I mean, this is it. I'm going to sign off, and the next time I sign on, we're watching playoff baseball. Can I try to figure this out? Who pitched these last few games for Kansas City? I'd like to know. When was Reagan's last start? Should be somewhere around here, but that says Lynch. Bubic got the win here. It might be this. This was on Thursday or Friday? Michael Waka pitched that one. Waka. Folks, I don't know. I want to know. Okay, so Seth Lugo. Let's try to figure out who the likely I don't know what the order is going to be, but I think we can figure out who the first two guys to pitch games 1 and 2 are going to be here. Yeah, Lugo and Reagans. Brady Singer is probably the third guy. Yeah, because, Singer's ERA, whip, everything is... Yeah, it's going to be Lugo and Reagans, folks. I don't know who's going to pitch game 1, or I think it's going to be Reagans. Lugo's already made 33 starts this season. Reagans has made 32. And again, I think lefty is probably a better matchup for our team. Not that I want to help Kansas City, but I think they might want to go with Reagans. Either way, expect Reagans and then Lugo. If it gets to a game 3, probably Brady Singer. Probably. It could be Michael Waka. Could be Waka. Waka. I mean, folks, I know Seth Lugo's had a good season, but come on. Against Corbin Burns, Cole Reagans, against a guy like Eflin, and then if it comes down to game 3, you're telling me Dean Kramer can't beat Michael Waka? We're going to the ALDS. I said it. Folks, here's the deal. For some reason, I'm drinking coffee. It's after 5 in the morning. I got a feeling I'm not going to go to bed. If anybody wants to just hang out, I'm going to enjoy one more lucky strike and just soak in the rest of this afternoon. In fact, hey, maybe if I hang out long enough, we can actually get to 2,000 people here today. 76 of you still here. I'll tell you what. I can try to open the Discord and see if it'll work. I can turn this game off, so that would not get in the way. Where is my cursor now? Over here? Yeah, so I can turn off the ball game, which means if I dip into my Discord here, I'd love to try and test this out. I don't know how to make a phone call or whatever, but let's just say this is me. And then what do I want to do? Uh-oh. I don't know. Well, now my cursor's screwing up again. My cursor's jumping all over the place. All right, folks. Maybe that... All right. I still want to have a lucky, though. I want to have a lucky. I think there's one other thing here. Hold on. Get over there. Get over here. Oh, wait. Let's show them something. Baltimore. The pitch. Hold on. This cursor, folks. I got too much pot in the in the thing. All right. If I want to do a phone call, how the hell does this work? Voice channels. So I guess if I start a voice channel, if I just name it Talk to BW, create channel, voice. Come on. God damn it. Move over there. Come on, you damn cursor. Good Lord. Private channel. No. All right, so if I do that, and then I go there, now it's open. Yeah. Folks, if you've got my Discord, does anybody want to talk to me live on the air right now? Does anybody want to give this a try? Come on, people. Somebody's in. Hello. Nick.
What's up, BW?
Nick, you're on the air. Welcome aboard. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, man. We're facing the Royals. Let's go.
Facing the Royals. Let's go. Let me turn you up on the volume here. I got to turn up my TV volume. You're coming through my TV. Nick, tell me a little bit about yourself. What part of the Maryland or whereabouts are you from, man?
I'm from Florida.
You're from Florida?
Yeah.
Like originally?
No, I'm from originally I'm from Bel Air.
Oh,
I moved to Florida.
Bel Air. Okay, we got a Bel Air here in the crowd. Florida, is that a crazy enough state for you? I'm told a lot of crazy things happen in Florida there, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of crazies.
All right. Well, we've got quite the interviewee here. Nick, tell me, let's see, what's your favorite moment of the season here so far?
Probably, I would say it had to be the 17 to whatever shalakalele of the Yankees.
Right before the All-Star break? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so nice because you had a chance to not only soak in that game, but then just sort of spend the All-Star break just still thinking about it instead of moving right on to the next game. But yeah, that really was a performance. And again, I was saying earlier, like, I mean, do you feel it? Nick, how long have you been an Orioles fan? Let me ask you that.
Probably since birth. I mean, I went to the games as a kid. When I was playing Little League, we would run around the bases and whatnot. We would watch the games, and I always loved the Birds.
Well, I guess I want to kind of pinpoint because, I mean, are you like in your 30s? Or do you mind revealing sort of roundabout what your age is?
I'm actually in the teen years, we'll say that.
Ah, okay. So there you go. So yeah, you might not be familiar, Nick. The Yankees have kind of had our number for many, many, many years there. After the Orioles had those great years during the Earl Weaver years up until the '83 World Series win. In those years, we had no problem with the Yankees. But, man, after that for a long time, and I guess this would have been at least a dozen years or more before you were even born, the infamous Jeffrey Mayer home run ball that little boy leaned over and caught during the playoff game against the Yankees. You know about that play, right?
Yeah.
Heartbreaking, my friend. Heartbreaking. So, yeah, things are different now. But you had the ability to grow up not having to watch the Orioles find new ways to lose to the Yankees. I think we're gonna kick some butt in the division round.
Dude, we're gonna find ways to win. If we face the Yanks in the division, I'm not scared. I mean, 8-5. The Yanks have not had our number this entire season. Last season, I mean, we have the team to beat them.
I absolutely agree, and I mean, I think 13 games is a big enough of a sample size to say that it's not a fluke. I mean, 13 games, 8-5. It's not like, I mean, 7-6, you go, well, it's pretty much a split. But 8-5, I mean, that's like playing 625 baseball. That's 8-5. You'll take that all day. All right, so Nick, let's see. So, yeah, this is, wow. So you're young enough to where, first of all, let me ask you this, Nick. I mean, if you're that young, that means you're a social butterfly, right? I mean, you got friends. I remember being your age. You're the perfect, you're the perfect ambassador for the younger bird watchers out there that have yet to find this channel, my friend. I need to recruit you. You need to go on out there, let the kids know that this is the place to be, where they can listen to a lot of references to movies that came out 25 years before they were born. This is the place for that.
Yeah. Yeah. I enjoy the calls. I've been originally when the season started, I was hopping in, hopping out kind of thing, but after a few months I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna subscribe and I'm just gonna keep watching, and then now 162 games later.
Oh yeah, that's you helped me think of another good thing to ask. How did you find the channel, and what do you think about just sort of following the team in this kind of interactive online sort of way?
I think you do it probably better than most of the other channels that I see.
Probably better.
Mainly because probably. Well, I mean, you got personality. You're not boring. You're not just pitch after pitch after pitch. And I mean, one of the things that really drew me to the channel was just coming in and being it being exciting, it being a good atmosphere. That's what I love, man. I love being able to just hang out, listen to some Orioles calls.
Lovely stuff, man. Lovely stuff. Now, I don't know if you're working somewhere or still in school, but hopefully you get to catch some games, sneak some in when you're supposed to be studying or doing some kind of work. A lot of people like to do that. But, yeah, man. Well, you're going to be around a lot longer than me, but as long as I'm around, I keep planning on doing this. Hey, somebody's jumped in. Nick, do you mind if I talk? Well, we've got Cameron here.
Oh, you go right ahead.
This ought to be interesting. Cameron, the floor is yours for the next couple of minutes, so I'm going to... Nick, you can either hang out or... Where'd Cameron go? Cameron left? Cameron left. Never mind. All right. Is anyone out there in Charm City chat wanting to talk? Reach out. I'd like to talk to some of you, some of the mods. I've never heard your voice. Matt, Janet, Rob. Come on, guys. Let's see if let's put this thing to the test. It's just your voice. Nicholas, it's fun. Well, come on in.
I'm in the voice. That's me.
Oh, you're here, Nick. I'm sorry. The other there's another Nick named Nicholas Peeney, who's
yeah, that's me.
Oh, that's you. Oh, you're typing that in. I'm sorry. I stink. Hey, come on, people. Get in on the conversation, nah? Get in on the conversation, nah? Nick, who's your favorite player this year that isn't Gunnar Henderson or Anthony Santander?
I actually wasn't going to say them, but Cowser.
Colton Cowser?
I'm loving Cowser, man.
The milkman. Hey, we got Chilo coming in.
That Red Sox series where he just went off, I was like, this is our guy.
Absolutely, man. He definitely said, I belong in the bigs with that week he had Fenway, and then I can't remember what the series was right after that, but he kept going there. It was a solid week of kicking butt. Hey, let me pot up Chilo here. Chilo, I'm hitting the... Are you muted yourself? I'm hitting the area where it says no microphone. I think you're muted, Chilo.
Hi, BW.
There you go. Chilo, how are you? Welcome aboard. Oh, Matt's calling in.
I'm great. English is not my first language, so sorry if I don't speak properly.
You're fine. I'm not here to judge how you speak, my friend. I'm here to just have a conversation. So, Chilo, I know you've had some, some times where you felt like the club was down and out. Are you feeling confident at this point that we can make a deep run in the playoffs? How are you feeling? You can be honest. It's okay.
I hope that we can make it far in the playoffs, but I just want the team to have fun and play good baseball. And I just want to enjoy your play-by-play as well. That's what I'm hoping for.
Thank you, Sheila. Thanks for tuning into the play-by-play. And I think if the Orioles, if the team is feeling loose and feeling confident and have a little bit of fun, they got to be focused. They got to execute. They can't make mistakes. But if we can play a little bit loose, I think, once again, I think we can go far in this thing. So, you've been tuning into the channel here for a while now, right? Didn't take too long to find it.
Yes, I think I have watched you since before your first 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, nice.
I don't remember how. Yeah.
Sorry, say that again?
I don't remember how I found you, but I think you just showed up.
You know, every ex-girlfriend of mine says the same thing. They're like, I don't know how I found you. And I don't know why I stuck around for as long as I did. But yeah. All right. Well, you're going to be ready for Tuesday, man? You're going to be tuning in or what?
Yes, I will tune in on Tuesday. I usually tune in while I'm at work, so I can listen to your play-by-play. So I'll be listening on Tuesday.
All right.
See you then.
Well, I hope that whatever work it is that you do a crummy job because you're too busy following the Orioles kicking some butt. That's the plan. All right. Well, Chilo, you got anything else you want to say or?
Nope, just see you Tuesday and let's go Orioles.
Let's go Orioles. All right, Chilo. Thank you so much. Chilo has taken off. Anybody else interested? Matt, if you're still listening, dude, you got to do it a different way. You got to come into this actual voice channel. You should see it along the list of channels for the main page. You know what I'm talking about, Matt? You still out there? You called me directly on a personal one-on-one phone call, which is different. I mean, we could try it that way. I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Am I talking to Matt? Am I talking to Matt? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, there you are, buddy. Matt, you're on. You're on, Matt. We can hear you.
What's up, Orioles?
Hey, man, you got that phone near your mouth or you sound far away?
Maybe I do. Hold on. I'm working on my own technical difficulties here, you know?
Matt's got technical difficulties, folks. Folks, it's a work in progress. Well, Matt, as soon as you get situated, let me know your thoughts about the season and maybe some of these other softball questions I'm throwing out here. You struggling there, Matt? You doing all right? What are you doing, buddy?
Hello?
Here you are. How you doing?
You hear me better now?
I hear you loud and clear now. Well, what are you? Were you in a washing machine? What the hell are you doing?
As close to a washing machine as you can get when a hurricane comes through.
Ah, that's right. So I guess that hurricane's making its way up the
this is Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Yeah. The hurricane that's making its way up the coast now. We're getting rain in the Baltimore area now.
Yeah, it's through with me. I'm in South Carolina.
Oh, that's right. You're in South Carolina. Did you tell me already whereabouts without doxing yourself or whatever? Did you say you were in? I forget.
Between like Hilton Head and Paris Island area.
Ah, right. Okay, so along the coast. Okay, yeah. Again, I'm familiar with the area. Yeah, gets very, very humid down there, man. Very, very humid. The air gets it's brutal. So thick and heavy. I couldn't live there because of that. My medical condition. One of the triggers for my symptoms is barometric pressure, and I actually did research. The Charleston, South Carolina area has the most fluctuation of barometric pressure of any area of the entire continental United States.
I believe it.
Fun fact. So
yeah.
So
look, everybody comes down here from up north, and they gotta survive the heat and the humidity.
Yeah, it's really
some of them make it.
It's really that humidity, man. It's really that humidity. I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, for me anyway, I would just soak through a T-shirt like 15 minutes standing outside in Beaufort on a July afternoon. I mean, it's rough down there, man. So, where are you from originally? You're from somewhere in the.
All right, so I'm originally from like the Montgomery County area, Silver Spring. I went to Paint Branch High School.
Paint Branch, Silver Spring, very nice, very nice.
Yep.
I was actually I did. I substitute taught there one day. I did. Somewhere around the years 2003 to 2005, I was a registered substitute teacher in Montgomery County Public Schools, just as a side gig.
Yeah.
And
you must have been practicing in extreme patience.
Actually, it's very funny. The very first class I went to watch for a day, I spend a few hours with a few classes or whatever, and it all went very easy. It's just like whatever normal teacher gives you like some assignment, you just sit there and basically babysit. But I'm like, wow, I kind of like this gig. The money's decent. I get into my car, I start driving off, and 2 streetlights out of the school parking lot, I get pulled over for speeding going home. And so every dollar I earned that day just got given right back to Montgomery County police. You got to watch out for that po-po out there, folks.
Yeah, that'll get you.
All right, Matt, your highlight of the season. What's the one that got you the most hyped? Which one?
The highlight? I've got a couple different ones.
All right.
But I would say any of the walk-offs.
Any of them?
I love a walk-off. Any of them.
Any old walk-off will do.
Yeah. Look, that Santander walk-off call you got on the Classics reel. You can just hit the replay on that because that's one of them right there.
Yeah, that's
I like moments like that. I like that walk. I like that grand slam that Jackson had.
Yeah, first home run of his career, grand slam.
That was exciting. That gave him some confidence. The kid, he's a young kid. He's got a long way to go, and that goes a long way in building him up. I'm excited for him being a part of the team this year. Especially at the end here, putting him into the mix, and it's going to prepare him to be that much better next year.
I mean, the guy gets one chance to be a leadoff hitter, and all he does is reach base 5 times, the youngest player in Orioles history to do it. Not too shabby.
I mean, what else do you want? What other role you want your leadoff guy to play?
Well,
you want him on base. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You want that on base percentage high. He's not the slowest guy. He's got some feet. I think he can turn a lot of those walks into stolen bases and doubles.
Exactly.
I think his patience and his eye at the plate is yeah. I think putting him in the top few up in the order. I don't know about a leadoff every time, but yeah, keeping him up there is a good spot for him.
I think if Holliday has a really strong spring training, and if we, use spring training to hit him lead off, and he shows to be comfortable like he did yesterday, it might happen as early as next year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing with Holliday. That was supposed to be one of his major attributes that we really didn't see much until pretty much yesterday's game, was that ability to sit there, work the count, and draw the walk. I feel like it's a mental approach for a lot of guys that are just sort of naturally fit to be leadoff hitters. If they're not actually if they're not actually doing it, then their plate approach suffers. And yeah, I think if Holliday can somehow get a lock on that leadoff spot, it might we'll get the best of what he can give us if we do it that way.
And at a young age, to display the poise and the discipline to be picky at the plate is tough for the young players, especially when they're so hungry, their adrenaline's going, they're pumped, they're trying to make the team. It's tough to back it down to where you're you go out there with a little bit more of a laid-back mental attitude. You're not so anxious, and putting him in there in these situations and getting him some playing time. Every time he gets to the plate, the kid is learning, I guarantee you. And then he goes home, and he's got every at-bat on tape, and his daddy goes over it with him. I mean,
yeah, it's just nonstop analysis and training and focus.
It is.
And yeah, I mean, obviously you're talking about looking more disciplined and getting more comfortable. Obviously, Holliday did not get off to a start, and it was pretty much the opposite. He looked very much overwhelmed with the situation.
My gosh, can you imagine walking out on that stadium for the first time?
Oh, absolutely.
Nothing prepares you for it.
Yeah. And I honestly think that first call up where he had, his dad sitting like 30 feet away for every at bat was probably not a great idea.
Oh, yeah.
Like I could see showing up. I could see showing up for the debut game. I get it. But to be there basically waiting until he gets his first hit game after game, it's like after 3-0 for 4 is like, Dad, stay home. You can you can give him a big hug next time you see him. But yeah,
you're going to see him when he calls you into the batting cage the morning after.
Exactly. You'll have plenty of time to get all the support and pat on the back from Dad. But yeah, man. Can you believe there was a point a couple of months ago where we're talking about, people are floating out the idea of trading Holliday straight up for Scooble. What a difference a couple of months makes. I think you
ain't lying.
I think we did the right thing on staying put there. We went out and got Zach Eflin. I think that's a decent enough addition. Didn't have to break the bank for that.
No.
We did break the bank for Taylor Rogers, though. Are you a big Taylor Rogers fan? Or is it Trevor? I'm sorry, Trevor Rogers? Sorry, Trevor Rogers. I always get them mixed up.
Not really.
Gee, what turns you off? Other than him not being good at all.
I'm not even going to say it, not really, but it's I don't know. What's he done lately?
Actually, apparently, I guess he finished up pretty nicely with Norfolk, but that's, in the situation we got, BW, anybody that we got in our system that is showing promise, bring them up and give them a shot. You never know who's going to emerge. You never know who's going to come in hot. Absolutely.
And hey, if it doesn't work out, you can send them down. But when you're dealing with injuries the way we are, and you're bringing guys up and down, Do you remember when we brought Povich up? We didn't know how he was going to do.
Yeah, those were.
He's not. He's not your number one, but hey, for what we asked him to do, I thought he did a pretty good job.
Yeah, he definitely had to go through a tough learning curve there. The first call-up was not a success. He had one good start, I think, out of like 6 or 7.
He got beat up.
But we saw exactly what the problem was. He just no command of the curveball. He just kept hanging up and away over and over. But as soon as he got called back up, you saw the difference. First start back immediately. It was night and day.
Yeah.
So
look, they send them down. They send them down and go to work on those things.
Yeah.
Correct those things.
Yeah. So
they're living, breathing it, and eating it every single day. It don't take them long. Give me some innings. Give me 10, 20 game stretch, and let me correct this and come back up, and let's give it another shot.
Well,
I believe in these guys.
That's a good reason, by the way, to also give a nod to the development staff. In the minor league level, obviously. They did work on stuff, and they were successful at whatever it is they worked on. So props to the people behind that, because Povich came back looking like a brand new guy. So big, exciting next season for him. I'm assuming they're going to try to make him a part of the rotation next year, although with all we'll just have to see. Grayson Rodriguez should be back. He's only just barely missing out pitching in the postseason here, so he'll be ready to go for spring training. Some other guys might be available later on in the season, but it'd be interesting to see what I think it's going to come down to probably Albert Suarez just sort of being like, hey, thanks for your contribution, but we're going with the youth, and Povich is our number 5, not you, kind of thing. Maybe we can still find a spot for Albert somewhere on the team. I don't know, but I've seen it happen a lot. Watching a lot of baseball over the years, stories like Albert Suarez, sort of a 1-year, sort of out of nowhere thing. But I'm rooting for him though. I'm rooting for him to stick around and still help out. If it's not us, somebody else.
Yep.
But. Hey, you know what, Matt? I think I'm about ready to collapse.
I hear you, bro.
I finished having my lucky.
I appreciate you.
And so Matt, you found the channel around when?
I don't know, like between game 40 and like 55 or something like that. I'd have to go back and look exactly.
So around June-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe I listened to it a couple other times before that, but I don't know. Just I didn't subscribe until maybe the second game in. So it wasn't very long, and I would have subscribed right away, but I was on the road, and I don't know.
Well, I
did.
I had to earn it
right away, but I know I just didn't chat. I know I just didn't chat the first couple games because I just wanted to kind of listen and hang out. Yeah. But I subscribed, but I didn't start chatting until a couple games after.
Well, you needed to get a feel for the room, and I think that's a wise thing to do.
Yeah, and I didn't want to just come. I probably said a few things here and there, but I didn't really interact with anybody or start getting into it till maybe a game or two after I started listening.
If you would have just come right in first game, you might have made an awful comment, something like, "Hey BW, that ball wasn't hit to the warning track. That was 10 feet short, probably."
Yeah, hey man, whenever you walk into the club or the bar, you gotta walk around and kind of survey the room first.
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore?
So
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Sorry. You're talking about the club. That came natural. Matt, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for talking, man. And are you ready for Tuesday or what?
BW, I've been waiting. I've been waiting a very long time for this.
Now, Matt, can I ask
You saw that? You saw. All right, go ahead.
Can I ask you approximately the age range, if you don't want to tell me your age?
All right. How old am I? Yeah, I'm 49.
49. All right, you're 2 years older than me. Okay, so man, you're right there with. You know exactly how it feels. You know how it feels. I mean,
exactly.
You
exactly.
You were 8 years old in '83, then, right?
Look, I remember my grandfather taking me to Baltimore games in 1983, and then in the later '80s when Cal Ripken and Eddie Murray were still around, or Rick Dempsey, and and that's when it happened.
Yeah.
At the old Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, with those lower bowl blue seats, those giant pissing troughs. You had those giant urinals you had to share with everybody. That was so intimidating as a child to have to sit there or stand there next to grown men and take your little wee out.
Right?
That stunk.
Hey, my grandfather used to say, when we go in here, don't touch anything and don't look at nobody.
Your grandfather is a smart man.
I know it, right?
Very, very smart man. Did you have a particular section or area that you used to frequent when you went to Memorial Stadium?
Yeah, we would always get the upper seats.
Yeah.
Most nights, because we didn't have no money too much growing up.
Right.
So we were in the upper seats, but we become masters of later in the game sneaking down and lower class. Oh man, and they were always available.
Oh yeah.
So I always thought it was like I grew up thinking that this is what you do when you start up here and the game gets at a certain time, you just go back down here.
Well, I feel like the ushers back in the Memorial Stadium days, it was just one of those unspoken sort of things where it's like, we get it. It's the seventh inning. About 20% of the lower bowl is left. You can go ahead and grab a seat. We don't give a damn. You can still get away with that at Camden Yards sometimes, but not nearly like you used to be able at Memorial Stadium. But
no.
Yeah, man. Having the ballpark there, right in the neighborhood, 34th Street. The parking was always a disaster, but it was always a nice walk. With just sort of the atmosphere around the ballpark there in the neighborhood.
And when you're a kid, it's even the shitty walks through the bad neighborhoods are exciting to you because all the vendors are set up and everybody's selling their stuff and everybody's like tailgating and man, it's like it was like the amusement park for me.
Cold beer here, cold beer.
That's right.
Yeah. Or maybe grab a non-licensed Orioles shirt that you can tell is the design is gonna fade in the wash after 2 cycles.
I still got a few of those.
Yeah, I never felt any sort of intimidation or anything in the quote-unquote tough neighborhoods around the park because, it was always just giant throngs of people all walking together down those down those row house streets. And yeah, man,
I remember everybody having a park over near Towson.
What's that?
I remember everybody parking over near Towson.
Oh, and then walking down. Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst was when he would park right there near the park and be locked in. I don't know. Did other cities do this where just cars were parked like fender to fender or whatever, like where you just had to basically wait your turn?
I think other cities did, but it was more or less it was another era. BW, where back then, even though everybody didn't give a shit, everybody was still happier.
I know. You're right, man.
I mean, does it make any sense? Don't try to figure it out, man.
Yeah, imagine back in the day where you go to a ball game, you're stuck with a car that, because of your bad luck, It's like 90 minutes after the game, and you're still waiting to leave. But you're living in an era with no cell phone, no smartphone, none of that. But what do? You turn your radio on, you crank some ZZ Top or something. You know, maybe you got a couple of cold ones left in the back seat. You hang out. You wait your turn.
That's right.
And then you go home and you pass out, and then you watch the Orioles the next day.
Yep. You put it on repeat. Where that leads me to the next thing, man.
Hells yeah.
You are a soldier. You went the entire season without missing one single game. That in itself, I believe, is a remarkable feat.
There's a new streak. There's a new streak in Baltimore, Matt. It started this summer. Unbelievable. Thank you for pointing that out, man, because it's I'm like anybody else. There's some days I wake up not feeling good. Obviously, I had a back problem that got me messed up for a bit. I had a sinus infection for a couple of days there that made it difficult. I had to make that trip to Cambodia in the middle of an off day. I've had to sit through rain delays that have lasted as long as 5 hours. Doesn't matter. My number one priority was like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to be here to call every game. And I hope that sort of dedication and passion is something that everybody that watches the channel picks up on, and it gives them a reason to keep wanting to watch, you know?
No doubt. And with that long road travel, that many consecutive days in a row, that just shows you what kind of commitment you have, you know? So,
well, if
let's do it.
If I'm not committed, if I'm not committed, Matt, I've been told I should be.
If not missing any games the entire season doesn't show your commitment, I don't know what you got to do, buddy.
I should be committed somewhere. Just a matter of who will take me. But hey, Matt, I am. It is 5 minutes. Look at that. You can see the sunlight starting to creep up over my shoulder. Would you look at that, folks? Your boy.
I hear you, buddy. Hey, get to bed and get yourself some long, deserved sleep.
Yeah.
Wake up fresh, and let's do this playoff run. Let's go, man. It's our time.
It's going to be lit, and Matt and everybody.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited too, Matt. Everybody else still here listening. Listen up. I mean, this is going to be intense. I don't know how I'm going to be able to maintain my composure because in the playoffs, every pitch is drama. Every pitch matters, you know?
That's right.
I mean, so folks, again, if I'm not as engaging with the chat as I normally am during the regular season games, just understand that, number one, I need to be locked in to do my job, but, you know, this is important stuff, and I want to give you the best call I can, and I've been waiting, like Matt, a long time for this, so hang in there, folks. Let's try to have some fun. Let's not get down if we fall behind. Let's not have a pity party, folks. Not until we're told that we don't have an out left to play with. We are going to support this team. Ain't that right, Matt?
That's right. We're locked in.
Locked and loaded. All right, Matt, I'm going to sign off, buddy. I'm going to disconnect. Thanks for calling in, my friend.
All right. I'll be there at the next game, buddy. I appreciate you.
All right, and thanks for all your help as being helping out with the mod work as well. Appreciate it, man.
No problem, man. It's my honor. I'm privileged to be a part of this whole season.
Oh, yeah, you're warming my heart, buddy. You're warming my heart. All right, I'll let you go, man. Have a good day.
All right, buddy. You too.
All right, bye. Fantastic stuff, folks. Fantastic stuff. What a community here. What a community that's growing. So, folks, I'd love to be able to do that more often. The problem is having that Discord open like that, plus having a game streaming and all that, like just the computer I have can't really handle it all. But in the off season, an upgrade is in the works where I can do a little bit more all in one sitting. So, all right, folks, that is definitely going to do it. A very long stream today. We did get over 2,000 views, over 100 likes, and a lot of support from donations in the Charm City chat today. Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks to the mods as well. Folks, I mean, are they, you know what? One more thing. I mean, the season is officially, well, not officially, because the Braves and the Mets have to play that doubleheader tomorrow, but the American League season is over. And what I would like to know is if they're going to announce what time we're playing. I want to tell you when we're playing on Tuesday, but I don't think I can yet. Let me just take a look in here and see if they've got something up here new now that this season is over. Almost. Houston and Cleveland was canceled. Now, wait a minute. Why should both of these teams get the benefit of a day off? What, they had some rain or something, and now they basically, they get to have a free day off. Houston gets a free day off. That gives them advantage. Playing the Tigers. What's up with that? All right, everything is still to be determined in terms of what time. I mean, folks, this is less than 48 hours away. Give me a time. I'm going to go ahead and guess, folks, that this first game is going to be around 3 o'clock. That's my guess on Tuesday, October 1st. All right? That's my frickin' guess, and that's all I got. Folks, that's going to do it for me. There's nowhere to really send you at this point, right? Oh, that's the wrong page. Yankees Pirates still going on. Who cares? Who cares? Everything else is finished. All right, we're finished, folks. This wraps up the 2024 season for the Baltimore Orioles on the Orioles Birdwatcher channel. Thank you so much for being a part of it. And guess what? We're not done. Come on back Tuesday, probably afternoon, if not evening, for Game 1. Corbin Burns is going to be on the mound facing the Kansas City Royals. That much we know. Come on back and find out the rest of the story. Until then, folks, I love you. This has been the Birdwatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Have a good rest of your Sunday, everybody. Go Ravens.